All right, guys. Yeah, you already know what it is. All right. We ain't trying to see no violence today. We ain't trying to see shit. All right. Batten up the hatches, guys. Okay. We can't see shit. We can't see nothing. All right. You heard it here first. We don't see this. Whatever happens tonight, we don't see it. Okay. So big up your damn selves. Smash up the likes. Subscribe. We don't see anything. It's just a vibe. Today is just a vibe. Don't get emotionally attached. Don't get angry. Don't say things you don't mean. All right, guys. We're ready. We're ready. Big up everybody inside the building. You know what I'm saying? Big up everybody inside the building. Big up your damn selves. It's good to see you. Or not see you at all. It's gonna be a good watch along. All right. It's gonna be a good watch along today. Nothing crazy today. All right. I've done my predictions. Bruv. Todd Bowie said we're winning 3-0. So, you know, maybe Todd Bowie said we're winning 3-0. Said we're winning 3-0. So, you know, that's what Todd Bowie said. Todd Bowie said this is done. Wow, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. We're gonna get predictions going in a minute. Lineups are up on your screen. The benches are there. Everything's there, ready to go. Very, very nervous. I must say as well, the preview is pretty much spot on in terms of the Real Madrid lineup. We got it absolutely spot on, which is great. Same lineup as we saw against Barcelona last week. We did the watch along, so we know exactly what this lineup is capable of. We saw everything. We saw it all in 8K, not in 4K, in 8K. We saw everything. And they've gone back to that team, the team that they played against Villarreal. Nothing like it. Big up everybody in the comments. and now our lineup is a 3-5-2, and it is what we spoke about in the preview as well, that Lampard needs to pack the midfield, go 3 at the back, don't go 4-3-3. The only change really is Silva actually starts. Surprised, but you know what? Great, fantastic. He's our best centre back. So I was a little bit worried about fitness wise whether he would start or not. He did travel. He starts. Sterling starts instead of Mudryk. Don't have a problem with that. Sterling's definitely better in the center of the pitch in terms of receiving the ball back to play in those tight spaces. We know Mudryk has had a very heavy first touch, but I just wanted to see him try and burn past Carvajal, but maybe he'll be a super sub, so no problem with that. He's packed the midfield with Kante, Enzo and Kova. Great, fantastic. And And he's got the wing backs out there. No Cucurella, Koulibaly starts left side centre back. So it's a great team. It's as good as it gets. If I'm completely honest, it's as good as it gets, guys. If they can't do it, nobody can. Do you know what I'm saying? 3-5-2, packed the midfield. The only worry and the only thing that I hate about this formation, I'm just going through you guys' comments from earlier on. The only thing I really don't like about this formation is that it leaves the attackers very disjointed. There's not much to combine with at all. It's just Sterling and Felix up there potentially isolated. One of those midfielders will have to break away and help out the wing backs as well. But we spoke about that in the preview anyway, and we still, I still went with the formation regardless, even though I know from an attacking standpoint it's not great. You know, if we play an extra attacker, does it mean we're going to score? No, it doesn't. Do you know what I mean? We can't finish, so we may as well pack the midfield, try and keep a bit of possession with those three. Don't get outnumbered. Free at the back, try not to concede too many goals and go from there. There's no point catering to an attack that doesn't finish anyway. So glad you guys enjoyed the intro. Thought I Steve McMahon, yeah. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the intro. That's how I'm feeling today. I don't really want to watch this. Do you know what I mean? I don't really want to see it, but we have to. We have to see this. We have to watch it. Skullfuggery, I'm sure he'll be there no matter what. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be interesting. The dressing gown is just there. The dressing gown is here. I'm ready. If things get too violent, nice and comfy. Do you know what I mean? The dressing gown settings will be out. It's just on the back of the chair for now. If I have to take the dressing gown and put it on, then you already know it's going to be a long day. But we'll try not to we'll try not to do anything from now. This is just an amalgamation of different shirts from the history of the Chelsea. The history of the Chelsea. Let's see what else is being said. Big up everybody inside the building. Obviously, Badiashile is not available. He's not registered. So if there's any rivals wondering where is Badiashile, he's not registered. Madueke is not registered. Quite a few players. Now, really important to say this, right? There's players that are a yellow card away from suspension for the second leg, right? Those players are Thiago Silva, Enzo Fernandez, Reece James, Gallagher, and I think Koulibaly as well. I think those are the players that are on this list. There might be one other that I'm forgetting, but those guys are all one yellow card away from suspension. So remember that as well. Whether or not Real Madrid will try to get those guys booked, they'd be silly not to. You know, there's some key players in there that could potentially go amiss. Also, I don't know what's going on with Sadio Mane because he's punching people up. It seems he was a very humble guy, very calm guy at Liverpool, and now he seems to be punching people up. Leroy Sané is catching strays. I'm not really sure why he's punching him and he's not punching up Upamecano, but you know, it is what it is. Selective memory maybe. And to be honest, Sadio Mane was playing well, you know. So I don't really know what he did to deserve this rush. Unless it's his birthday, I don't really know what he's done to deserve the rushing. Kepa, yeah, we knew Kepa was going to play today. Let's be real. He's the only one that's been playing in goal for many months now. Mendy's been out, so he was never going to dash a cold Mendy into the Santiago. So yeah, that's. Listen, we know where it is. Hopefully, Modric, you know, is nice and he doesn't go with the long shots and he doesn't want to put it in the top corner. Him and Toni Kroos, you know. So we worry about that. Obviously, Real Madrid, like I said, it's the same team that played against Barcelona in last week's El Clasico, where they won 4-0 at the Camp Nou. I'll discuss what happened yesterday as well in that City game. I saw someone ask. But Courtois, Carvajal, Militao, obviously Alaba starts ahead of Rudiger. Camavinga playing in that left-back position again. Locked up Rafinha completely. That'll be Sterling today on that side. Valverde, Kroos, Modric, same midfield three, Rodrigo, Benzema, and Vinicius. So it's the same Real Madrid team. They did have Tchouaméni coming against Villarreal. They did have Ceballos, Vasquez and Rudiger, a couple of changes in that 3-2 defeat at home to Villarreal. But listen, they're way off the pace in La Liga. They probably didn't care about that game. I didn't get to watch the game against Villarreal, but I don't really take any stock from it. I don't take much from that defeat because they rested players and they're clearly not going to win the league. They're done. So their focus is on this game, rightly so. And, you know, the fact that they're out of the race in the league is, you know, the fact that they're completely out of the La Liga title race is not a good thing for us because it means that their sole focus on making sure that their cars don't get smashed up and their windows don't get stones dashed through them is that they win the Champions League. If they don't win the Champions League, there's going to be a lot of damages. The Madrid ultras are they're gonna do something, and it's going to be a lot of damages and repairs for these players. So their possessions will be possessed. So Gareth Bale knows. That's why I said in the previews, it's not a good thing. It's a very bad thing that they're out of the title race. Trust me, this is their sole focus. They'll probably rest players again at the weekend before the second leg. They have no players that are one yellow card from suspension as well. 0 players. So it's a long day. It's a very long day. The only thing I wish for today is that we get through this match and the second leg is still relevant. If the second leg is not relevant by the end of the 90 minutes, then we have failed. So yeah, listen, ready to be put in a spliff. I am ready. I am ready. Unfortunately, I have mentally prepared for such things. Obviously, my reaction will probably say otherwise. If we start conceding goals, I'll probably be just as angry as always. But the sunglasses are here. The stick is here. If we're losing by too many goals, I'm putting the sunglasses back on. I'm getting the stick, and I'm getting my drinks, and I'm not involved. I'm not going to be able to be involved in this massacre. So hopefully it's respectful. Let me get the predictions going as well. Let's see what you guys have got to tell me. Let's see. I'm going to be going through your comments in a minute. Just wanted to get all of those thoughts out of the way. Real Madrid versus Chelsea predictions. This is going to be the most lopsided poll I've probably ever run on this channel. I don't know if there's any Chelsea fans in the comment section that are actually confident. Do let me know, and do tell me why and where this comes from, and whether or not you can share that with us, because I'd love to be able to have a positive outlook somewhere, some shape or form. But right now, I'm not going to be able to find it at the moment. I mean, the team's a good team. That's the one thing. He didn't go over 4-3-3. If he went with a 4-3-3, I probably would have packed it up, to be honest, and just kept it moving, because it would have been a disastrous. But yeah, let's see. I'll start Kai Havertz over Sterling every day, bro. Can't pass nor shoot. Fair. I mean, I think it's comme ci, comme ça, But all of the attackers, as I said in my preview, every single attacker is low on confidence. Every single attacker is not playing well. I don't really mind, to be honest, who plays in that front two. I just wanted to know the midfield will be packed and we go 3v3, because Camavinga is going to tuck in as well, potentially, and make it a 4. So I just wanted to know that we were going to pack the midfield and we weren't going to go light. And we did that. So for me personally, whether you play Mudryk, whether you play Felix, whether you play Pulisic, Sterling, Kai, it's the same thing. None of them can finish. None of them have confidence. None of them are in form. None of them are expected to do a madness. So, for me, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. When everybody's out of form like this, I just need the setup to be, fairly respectable and correct. And then we go from there. I like the team apart from Kepa. Okay. I mean, obviously Mendy last year did cost us in Stamford Bridge with that bit of lack of ball playing ability there with Benzema, and he ended up giving away an open goal at the Bridge, and we had to try and come back from it. Both these goalkeepers have got mistakes in them, but I agree with you. I'd probably prefer Mendy if he was actually playing consistently and not and actually had match fitness, match sharpness. I'd probably prefer him to be in goal just for those long shots and those cross collections. But it is what it is. Real Madrid ultras will steal Benzema's car or something. Ramadan Benzema is here. Ramadan Kante is here. Who will be the winner? We shall see. Are you Steve Urkel's regen? I cannot either confirm nor deny. I have to ask you though, have you ever seen me and Steve Urkel in the same place at once? Same as Cecil and Militao. Have you ever seen them in the same place at once? No. So I think that answers your question. It's just a vibe. It is. I mean, do you know what? As much as we want to say it's just a vibe means a good time. That's what a vibe means. I had to look up the definition after Wolves just to make sure I was correct. A vibe means a good time, a relaxation, some sort of, enjoyable affair. What was that against Wolves? That was not a vibe. Okay. That was violence. That's what that was. It wasn't a vibe. So, we're still waiting for this vibe. Hopefully today, listen, today is not going to be a vibe. Let's just cut it out. Premier League games will be the vibes max. We're not getting no vibe against Real Madrid at the Santiago. It's going to be violence, or it's going to be, vicious. It's going to be one of the V's, but it ain't going to be vibes. Let's see, proper Chelsea. You're getting smoked. Well, if that is the case, then it will be what will be will be. You know, at this point, after what happened yesterday with the whole Bellingham Liverpool thing, you know, it's not just me that's going to hold corn on Big Six, and it's not just me that's going to hold corn on Battle of the North. I know that for a fact. I can tell you that for free. I can tell you that for free. I will not be the only person to hold corn unless we come here and get slapped up like, you know, Arsenal, Bayern Munich settings, Man United, Liverpool settings. Unless if it's something like that, then fair enough. We may just take headline news. But if we come here and lose even 3-0, I'm sorry. What happened yesterday with that Bellingham breaking news? We shall have to talk about it because that was insane. Yeah, we will definitely have to talk about it. So I'm not the only person getting smoked. All right, let's see. Big Delicious is getting cooked. Let's see what else is being said. Yeah, listen. I'm not in any way, shape, or form connected to the team. Whatever they do today is none of my responsibility. Mad Content Creations does not take any part in any of the preparation for this match in terms of the training, in terms of the tactics, in terms of the setup, the instructions, and of course, you know, the lineup selection. I'm just here to give my opinion. If this goes horribly wrong, please do not come to me. But yes, it's the same team that I picked, near enough. A couple of changes here or there. We did not get a Hey Jude today. I can confirm there was no Hey Jude this morning in the group chat. We did get a Mason. Well, that was from Toby. He's gone with a Mason with a couple of red emojis now. But we did not get a Hey Jude. I can confirm no Hey Jude this morning. I think maybe bye Jude, but no Hey Jude. So yeah, disappointing. Oh God. Okay, let's see. Some madness. I mean, we don't need him anyway, so I don't know why they're trying to link him with us because we're not getting him, and we don't really need him, to be honest. We need many other things. It'd be a waste of resources. So yeah, let's see. All right, let's check out the poll quickly. I just want to see what you guys are telling me with the poll. Only 53%. Okay, 53% Real Madrid, 15% draw, and 32% Chelsea. That is a shock to the system, but fair enough. Wasn't expecting that. But yeah, seems like people want. I think a lot of people, as I said yesterday, a lot of people want us to win because it means Super Frank gets some more credit in the bank for a permanent job. That's what a lot of the rivals are doing. I see right through you, and I'm not falling for it. So yeah. Oh, Jesus. We're all behind Super Frank tonight. Yeah. Because you know that we're going to get knocked out probably to Man City afterwards anyway. So you're just here to prolong my pain, isn't it? Because after what happened with Man City last night, let's be real, that was very violent. That was nuts. Now, there was some tactical, decisions that Tuchel made that I wasn't completely sure of. He doesn't play Thomas Müller, which is a big decision to make. That's a very experienced player. Has been there, done it throughout in these knockout ties, especially when you're implementing that press. He's the one that you'd want maybe leading it. And their press was all over the place. Let's be real. Gnabry was a no-show. We didn't even see him. Coman was very, very poor as well when he was chopping inside from the left. Sané was the only attacker that really had a good game. Even Musiala faded and was quite poor in the end as well. A lot of responsibility. I felt a bit for Musiala at a young age there because listen, we all know Musiala's a top talent, but they were just trying to play for him every single time. Like there was no other plan. And of course, once the press failed and Man City played through that quite easily, then we're looking at, the midfield just getting carved apart. Goretzka, I don't know how highly people rate Goretzka. I saw a little bit of chitter chatter on the TL that he's just a German McTominay. You didn't hear it from me. I'm just relaying the information. And Upamecano dropped one of the worst performances I've ever seen. Now on the ball, Upamecano played some really, really important passes through the lines. But when it comes to decision making in the build-up, Lord mercy Jesus, this boy was sabotaging it yesterday. And I'm surprised Tuchel didn't hook him. Not that there was any great options off the bench, but even still, when someone's having a night like that, sometimes you just have to hook them for anyone. So a crazy result, that's for sure. So yeah, not best pleased with everything. And then obviously Mane decided to punch up Sané in the aftermath. So yeah, just loads of drama. Sommer, fair play to Sommer. He pulled off some big saves. So fair play to him. Okay, right. And obviously the other game, listen, I was not expecting Inter Milan to go and beat Benfica 2-0 away from home. I don't think anybody was expecting that. I think everybody kind of said Benfica were the favourites. I think it was 75% in the poll went with a Benfica win over Inter Milan. I agreed with you. I said Benfica would win as well. So did Daniel Sturridge on his TikTok. I saw that too. Everybody went with a Benfica win. And funnily enough, Inter Milan go and take a 2-goal lead back to San Siro. It's an insane result. So yeah, crazy. All right, so let's see what else is being said. My goodness. All right. Yeah, so let me take a little drinky drink because it's going to be a long night. Everybody's got nicknames for him, haven't they? Upper Mustafi. Upper Mastiff. Loads of nicknames for this guy. Not good. So let's talk Real Madrid. The weakness. I spoke about it in the preview. It has to be Carvajal. He is slowly regressing in terms of his fitness and his, just ability to keep up with play. We've seen him gas out a couple of times. He's a tired man. And, I spoke to Raul yesterday about this as well, and they don't really have a viable replacement for him at right back. Of course, they sold Hakimi a long time ago. And yeah, they haven't got anybody to replace him. So in he goes. We need to be taking that position and running rings with it, because to be honest, that is the only weakness in the team that I can see clearly. And, that's Felix territory, maybe Sterling if they interchange, and obviously Chilwell, who's rapid as well. We need to be over there. That's where we're going to get our joy. That's where we're going to get our chances. We have been mainly creating down the left anyway. Obviously, Reece James will throw in across here and there. Still not really back to his top form, but, we can see the qualities coming. Chilwell is our biggest threat at the moment. He's the one taking, the shots. He's the one creating the chances. He's the one making those runs from that left-hand side, and the overloads on the right, switch of play from Reece James or Enzo, whoever it will be. And Chilwell's out there free to try and create something. So we need to be obviously attacking down that side. I don't see Camavinga as a weakness from what I saw last week. Obviously, Sterling is a better dribbler, a much better dribbler than Rafinha. So hopefully Sterling can get something out of him. But when I was watching Camavinga last week, I must say he doesn't defend like a midfielder. He defends like he's been playing left back. His body position was perfect, spot on. He's not flat-footed one bit. He's not making basic errors that, you'd expect from a midfielder when they're put in that position. Dare I say it, to Zinchenko, who got nuts at the weekend. Camavinga's not doing that. And he's played left back a few times. I think he played left back for France. He's played it now for Real Madrid quite a bit. This is how they've managed to get him into the team. And of course, Rodrigo's got into the team this way as well, because Valverde's been moved back to midfield. So I don't see that as a weak point. I see that as a problem, because obviously when you play Camavinga, that on the ball, that's an extra man. That's an extra option to build up through in terms of their build-up play. And then obviously, if he wants to tuck in and add to the numbers in midfield so Kroos and Modric don't get overrun, gives you extra legs there as well. So for me, it's not a weakness, but we'll see. Hopefully Sterling can make it a weakness and he can properly attack him. I want to see Sterling go at him. I think it's going to be a good battle, but I think the weakness is definitely on the other side for sure. Midfield goes without saying, these are generational midfielders that we're coming up against here. We don't need to speak too much. Last time we saw Modric in extra time, that outside of the right boot pass against us last season for Rodrigo, unbelievable bit of tech from him. Unbelievable bit of tech. Seriously. Outside the right boot, just whipped it around the corner. Rodrigo side foot. And that's Real Madrid starting their comeback on us at last season. So we don't need to say anything else on Modric. This guy is one of the best midfielders we've ever seen in the game. Top three, I think, for me. Midfielders in the game with Xavi and Iniesta. Busquets is closely in there. Obviously, you've got Zidane as well. People will have him in their top 5 minimum, and then they'll switch around their numbers accordingly. But the point is that this is one of the best. This is definitely one of the best, and we're dealing with him, and he's not even regressing. I'm not seeing any sort of regression from him. I'm not seeing any signs of drop off, any signs of even fatigue. I'm seeing Modric cover covered the ground very well, to be fair. You know, I say Kroos is the one that is definitely taking the game at a slower pace, but Modric is still covering the ground. He's still skipping past people. He's still able to do all of those things. He still works incredibly hard to get back and defend. This is what makes him even better for me, you know, is the fact that he can do these things. So, you know, he's no liability whatsoever. He's incredible on and off the ball. And obviously the front three is as dangerous as it can get. Rodrigo, fantastic young player. They're going to add Endrick to this as well from Palmeiras, obviously, in 24 or 25. I don't know what year they're signing him. He's still only a kid. I think he's 16. But they signed him, big fee. They're going to have an all-Brazilian attack very soon. And we know Vinicius from, obviously, the game against Liverpool, first leg, just destroyed them at Anfield. He was brilliant. And Vinicius is not pissing around right now. He's very I'm calling him Vicious Vinicius. That's what I'm calling him, Vicious Vinicius, because he's not here to play games. And yes, Roque is a talent. And I said it, I can't remember on what show, but obviously I had a massive PTSD of strikers and I was avoiding them at all costs. But I did say one, if we was to get one talent, because I know Bowie's very big on this young recruitment thing. Bringing in players under the age of, well, it used to be under the age of 23. Now we're signing 15-year-olds from Venezuela. So maybe it's under the age of GCSE. But this kid, Roque, he is a serious talent. And I know Barcelona are probably way ahead of us in the pecking order for him. But I would like to see us go in for him and try and, if you're going to bring in a striker, a young striker, I know you've got Fofana. That's probably a profit player. Bro's just had a big injury. This is actually someone that is serious looking like he's going to be the next big thing. But, unlikely that we're going to get that one over the line anyway. So, yeah. And then on Chelsea. On Chelsea. What can I say? Guys? Koulibaly today needs to be at his best. He is playing in a left side centre-back position that I'm not too sure about him in. I prefer him in the middle. If he's in a back three, if he's in a 4, then obviously he's going to go to the left side. But when Koulibaly's in a back 3 on the left side, I'm not sure about that. There's definitely errors potentially coming. So that is a big concern. But that's what he's gone with. Cucurella had a great performance against Dortmund in that same position. I'm a little bit surprised that he hasn't gone with him, especially with how how difficult, I guess, Rodrigo is to contend with on that side. He's going to be jinky majinky PK kind of vibes. He's going to be trying to cause problems on the ground. I just feel like Cucurella be better placed to maybe keep up with him. And when Cucurella really concentrates and gets into his defensive bag, he can be decent. So I'm a little bit surprised with that one. I hope Koulibaly's not 1v1 with Rodrigo too often. Otherwise, I think it could be a little bit of a mess. So that is something that I'm just putting out there early doors that I'm worried about. Have you not been watching him? Have you not been watching him, brother? And especially in that position. If he was playing centre back in a 3, I mean, he's still made mistakes recently anyway. But on the left side, he's very aggressive and, he's been prone to getting a card or 2 this season quite a lot. So, yeah, if you've been watching him, then you're not going to be confused as to why I'm saying that at all. The midfield is packed. Out of those midfielders, we know who the guy is that we're looking to for us today to take us out of the trenches, and that's Kante. Kante is the one player in this team, along with Silva, but mainly Kante. Kante is the one player in this team that can run the show. We saw it a couple of years ago when we played them. We knocked him out of the competition. He was man of the match. He had a great performance at the weekend. Not the weekend, was it? Was it against Liverpool? Liverpool, sorry. Great performance against Liverpool. And literally, if he has a great game, then we can come out of here hopefully with some respect. If he doesn't, then it's tough. It's a tough day. So hopefully Kante gets through the game. Hopefully he doesn't, obviously we need to keep him fit, so we need to manage him. He didn't play at the weekend, so that's good. But yeah, Kante's the be all and end all a little bit with this one. End zone coverer there to help him out. And listen, Sterling is not a shock to me. When I picked my team yesterday, I was mainly thinking about the Mudryk versus Carvajal pace situation. But we all know Felix has been coming in off the left. and Mudryk is hardly going to play on the right. So if you're going with Felix coming off as a left forward, then Sterling is obviously better placed to maybe go on the other side. So it's not really surprising. And again, like I said earlier, I don't really care with the attack because everybody's out of form, so it doesn't really matter to me who plays. To be honest, there none of them can be predicted to have a great game right now. So we'll see what happens. You guys have so many decent ballers. I don't understand how you've ended up in 11th. I don't understand either, to be honest. But hey, it is what it is. Why do I have to watch so many 40-year-old players play? These are some of the best players you've ever seen. You know, some of the best generationals in Silva, in Modric, in Kroos. You know, these are top players. Thank God they're here because we're going to see some good football now, hopefully, in this match. Because, you know, there are some. I mean, listen, I'm happy that midfield is what he selected because I thought he was going to maybe do something else. I don't need to say it, but you know what I'm thinking and what we've seen. And if he dare rock up to the Bernabeu with what I thought he was going to do today, Lord Jesus, I would have logged out. I would have logged out of YouTube immediately. I would have had somebody else come in and stand in, you know. So it would have been a long day. So I'm glad that he's gone with that midfield. That's all I have to say on that. It's Ramadan, so no verbal from me today. Want to say big up, even with the Arsenal slander. Battle of the North has become one of my favorite shows. It's a great show. I'm not gonna lie, it's a great show, man. Every single time I run it, it's just an absolute mess. And I really do try to keep it calm and try to keep it in order, but it's impossible. It really is not possible to keep them calm. Let's see. I'm on Felix watch, fraudulence allegations pending. Well, a lot of people are running polls and asking questions. Should we sign Felix? Should we not? For me, the answer is NA. The answer is N/A. It's not. There's nothing to say currently. There's no reason for me to make any sort of, or there's no reason to make any decision because we don't know who the manager is. We don't know what the system is, what formation we're going to play, how we're going to set up next season. We don't know how much he's going to cost really because it's, you know, I don't think we've entered negotiations yet. But more importantly, he's not finished his loan. He's not finished his loan. He could go and drop masterclasses against Arsenal, against Manchester United, against Man City, against Real Madrid. And if he did that, everybody would want him. And if he drops stinkers in all of those games, nobody will want him. So let's just wait to see what happens. Let's just wait to see what happens. And then we go from there. But one thing I will always maintain, regardless of whether I want him or not, is he's not a priority. He's not a priority, in my opinion. Now, obviously, when the manager comes in, they will have their own priorities. And if it's an elite top manager, or at least a top manager, you know, elite, we'll save that for the likes of Pep. But if it's a top manager, then I'm going to be fully backing them, obviously. And whatever they need, they get, as long as it fits within the realms of obviously the board and the directors, sporting director. You know, we're not trying to sign 35-year-old Bonucci or some madness. But for me, we'll see what the priorities are for them. But for me, the priorities are 6. The priorities are clearly as well. It seems to be a striker, a goalkeeper as well. That spine. You know, we've kind of got all of these nice glitz and glamour pieces on the outside. New left back, new left wing, new right wing. But the spine. What about the spine? So we've got a couple of new centre backs in. I think we're fine with centre backs now. I don't see another centre back. You know, I think that goes without saying. But the spine. You know, the 6. Key position in football, the striker and the goalkeeper. But I must say, I don't say that to really be pushing it because I think it's kind of shameful and it's a shambles that I even need to say that we need more players. Considering how much money we've spent, we shouldn't really need all of these positions still. And I'm more interested in who leaves than who actually comes in. I will be more excited when certain players leave and then I will be when certain players come in. That's just where I'm at. The squad's too big. So if we don't sign anyone, I'm not going to lie. If we didn't sign anyone, I wouldn't even be that angry because I feel like we need to actually chop the squad down and just calm it down for a second. We've got players that we could use that are coming back from loans as well. I feel like sometimes it's said very well on Twitter, retail therapy. That's what Chelsea fans, that's what we're used to, retail therapy. Central C said it best. Do you know what I'm saying? We're going through problems. We want to go to the shops and buy this and buy that and buy this and buy that. And I'm hearing people are talking about Gavi. Let's talk about Gavi. How Gavi, 18 years old, free transfer is probably, you know, it's a bargain. But what about Andre Santos? What about Carney Chukwuemeka, who can't even get onto the bench? What about these talents? We bought talents and then we buy more talents to block those talents. It doesn't really make any sense. You can't keep buying the same position constantly at the same age group and expecting any of those players to actually do anything, because you're just blocking them now. So for me, I'm not really interested, to be honest. I'm not really interested in Gavi, unless it's absolutely critical to what Enrique would want to put together. Then fair enough. If that means Mount and Gallagher go in and Loftus-Cheek and there's going to be space, then whatever. But it's not something that I would be pushing for or really talking about too much. He's very young. He's only 18. He's obviously done a lot in his career. He's no Pedri, but I don't even see him leaving anyway. And for me, I'm not really too bothered. He did disappear off the surface of the earth. It's a shame, because I think he's got something to him, but he's not getting any game time. Liverpool are very interested in Gallagher. They're very interested in Mount. They're not getting Bellingham. We'll see what happens. I will ask what happens on the big six. I'll ask my brother Grizz to see what he has to tell me. Every Liverpool fan that I've spoken to has told me this is done, really. AGT has told me it's done. Grizz has told me it's done. Hussam has told me. Everybody's told me it's done. Everybody told me it's finished. So I just wanna catch up and find out if that's still the case. Let's see, James. We talk about Vinny. We spoke about the other side. Vinny on the left. I'm actually okay. Vinny's a great player, don't get me wrong, but James has come up against him before, and he knows what he's dealing with, right? Don't get me wrong, Vinny's going to get the better of him maybe a couple of times minimum, and it's going to be a long day. But I trust James, I trust Fofana, and I trust Kante, those three on that side, to really deal with him. And if I can't trust those three, who are three of our best players right now, then hey, who can I trust? Those three there, they should be able to handle it. Do you know what I mean? They, all three of them. Kante is one of the best, ball recovering midfielders we've ever seen. James is a great player defensively when he's at it. At his very best, he's very difficult to pass. A lot of wingers have said that already, whether it's Rafael Leao, etc. And Fofana is playing really, really well right now. He's in great form. So for me, I have to be confident. I have to be a little bit confident on that side. It's the other side I'm a little bit more worried about, because if Chilwell does get really far forward and push and then leaves Koulibaly, I don't know what's going to happen over there. I'm not going to lie. It could be a long day. Let's see what else is being said in the chat. What's that poll saying as well? We're going to end the poll. Kickoff is about just over 15 minutes to go. 1,500 votes. I'm going to end it there. Those poll results will be in the chat. We're not covering Napoli versus AC Milan, obviously, because it's a Chelsea game, and it's a massive Chelsea game, and I have to focus on this game. I can't watch anything else when this team is playing a game of this magnitude. So, but I'm going to ask for predictions anyway, and we're going to keep up with the scores and see what's, if something mad happens, I'll pull up the goal and talk about it. But outside of that, I'm not really too bothered what happens out there. I'm not going to lie. This game is huge. But let's get predictions in for Napoli versus AC Milan anyway. See what you guys think. No, I wouldn't bother my arse swapping them two. I really listen. Upamecano is a great ball playing centre back, but I keep saying it. He really does have a little bozo gene there, and I can't be arsed with it. Honestly, I wouldn't be bothered. We've got Levi Colwell coming through. We've got Badiashile. We've got Fofana. I still think Trevor would be a fine squad player to make it a 4 there. Silva to just hang around, and whenever we need it, that's 5. That's enough centre backs. So for me, that's how I'd like it to look. Okay, let's see. Would you take Jude at Chelsea? I think. Listen, nobody's not going to take Jude. Jude is a great talent, but my point is we don't need Jude, and I don't want Jude because it would be a waste of resources. It'd be a waste of money. We have to buy players where we're weak in those areas, and we're not weak in the Bellingham area. We just signed Enzo for over 100 million. We have loads of young talents coming through that play the 8 position in Carney, in Andre Santos. So for me, I don't need another expensive midfielder who doesn't sit in front of the back line. And that's not even to include the Kantes, who is staying, probably new contract. And we have enough of these players. So for me, I'm not interested now. I'll let somebody else take him, and we move. Okay, let's see. Cole will never leave Brighton. He's our player, out on loan at Brighton, so he technically absolutely will leave Brighton because he's not their player. Let's see. I did just speak about this, so you might want to rewind a little bit. Literally, I literally spoke about it quite a bit there. Sorry, you might have missed it, but yeah, I spoke about Gavi to Chelsea quite a bit there. I haven't done a video on it because there's nothing official, but we did speak about it. Let's see what else is being said. Seeing Hazard playing against Chelsea feels weird. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty much over it now. He's not the same Hazard that we had. I feel like, you know, we had the prime Hazard, the Hazard that took all the beatings, took all of the, you know, the kicks and the tackles in the Premier League. The Hazard that was, you know, honestly one of the most gifted players I've ever seen play for my football club. The Hazard that we see at Madrid is not the same Hazard. So I'm going to chalk it off to say that this is his brother Thorgan, or maybe Thogden, or maybe Killian, you know, but this is not Eden. So yeah, for me, I'm not really feeling it. I don't think he'll come on, you know, because I think Asensio has been playing more minutes. So yeah, for me, I'm over it now. It's been a while anyway. It is what it is. Gallagher under Klopp would be dangerous. Well, then, you know, let's see. For you, my friend, 35 million. 35 million for you, my friend. Listen, I have no problem with it. I have no problem with him going to Liverpool. Mason, if he goes to Liverpool, you know, I think that could come back to bite us a little bit. You know, quite a bit if he gets the best out of Mason. But Gallagher, listen, somebody's going to play for Liverpool Football Club. It's either going to be Gallagher or it's going to be Caicedo or it's going to be someone. I'd rather they take Gallagher. Give us the money, FFP, and we move. Because for me, like I said, it's not a problem. I don't think that's a midfielder that, yes, is caters to Klopp. So a lot of players that a lot of people don't rate very highly, and we always say, well, if you don't rate them too highly, you give them to Klopp, right? Because Klopp, he seems to work well with these players that are not technically the best, but have the lung capacity to cover the ground and to run up and down, and that's the sheer fact of it. But I'm not going to regret it because we ain't rock and roll team, so that's not the way we're going to be playing. So yeah, may as well get the money in, man. So I'd rather they get him than they go and maybe get like a Caicedo from Brighton. I think that's a better player. So it takes up a place in their squad. It takes up some of their transfer budget. So let them have him. Thogden Hazard, it rings. You know, I'm surprised Thogden hasn't actually thought about using that as some sort of name, because it works. It works. It slaps. I may have just come up with a great idea for him. We don't have the capacity. Liverpool fans really don't want him. They really don't. Proper Chelsea. And we're back to Barcelona. There's a player you need. Obviously, I only saw him at the World Cup. I don't watch the Florentina games, but yeah. He had a great World Cup. Really, really good World Cup. SEN is in the stands tonight. Former Chelsea and Real Madrid player. Well, listen, it is, but two rights don't make a wrong, is it? I mean, whatever the saying goes, 130 million, 100, whatever it is, 60, whatever you want to chalk it up to. Even though it was 88, 62 initial, you want to go to 100, go to 100. Point being, at the moment, extremely overpriced. But in Mudrik's case, it's meant to be a long-term asset, long-term signing. We'll see if he improves next season. With Cucurella, I think there's a very good player in there. I don't think my eyes deceived me when I watched him at Brighton. However, when you see what Ian Matson's doing at Burnley, you do think to yourself, did we really... Again, it's all about squad planning, you know. And to be fair, Chilwell was injured and he was suffering with a big injury. We didn't know who was going to come in and do a job. And was you really going to play Ian Matson this season at left back in the Premier League as a starter? Well, Chilwell came back from injury, probably not. But it's a shame that's the current circumstances of the situation. Bro, if Liverpool takes Gallagher from us, I'll what, bro? Tears of joy? There you go. Let's see. Gravenberch might be underrated signing for a top 6 club in the summer. He has not played much for Bayern Munich, has he? Yeah, he has not played much for Bayern Munich. He has not played much. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. Especially, I don't know. Maybe, he is very young. He did make the move very, very young. I was a little bit concerned when he moved because I thought this feels a little bit too early. Yeah, it felt like he made that move too early. Didn't really feel like it was the right time there. But listen, they've done it before, Bayern. They brought in Renato Sanchez. They brought in Gravenberch. Sometimes they do actually get it wrong, funnily enough. This is going to be a 6-1 Madrid or a 1-0 Chelsea. Jesus Christ. Every time Real Madrid score, take a drink, something like that. I don't know. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, guys. 10 minutes to kick off. It will be tough. Todd says you're winning 3-0. A lot of people have told me that. Listen, I don't really listen to what Todd says in terms of these little moments where he's with the media and he has to feel like he needs to say something to the cameras. I don't care. Like, Todd doesn't know what he's saying. He doesn't even know what he's saying at all. He's like your drunken friend coming out, stumbling out of a bar. They've just finished doing, tequilas and shots and, doing a whole fishbowl, right? All for themselves. And let's just get Todd home. He's out in Spain currently. He's taking a couple pictures with Perez. And let's just get him home safely. At the end of the day, he doesn't really know what he's saying. He probably got pressed and he just gave an answer that sounded nice, but he doesn't really know what he's saying, man. So I'm not really going to look too much into it. All I want to see is them sponsorships announced as well, so I can see the money. Stadium, multi-club model, whatever you want to do, but also we need a manager, if you don't mind. I wouldn't mind a little management announcement anytime now. Okay. Dammy's getting cooked. Well, listen, he will have to fight. I've had him here many a time. Me, him, and Anita, we did many shows together. We did the FBI, the torches. I feel like we've trained him well enough now. We've rehearsed. We spoke about this pre-match, and now it's time for you to go out and fight. It's as simple as that. And speaking of fighting, can we talk about this? Let's talk about this. On my story currently on Instagram, I was shocked to see that these 2 fights in particular, 3 fights, but for some reason, Paige Keiki is going to be fighting a boxing match. I didn't see that coming. But Jake Paul's fighting Nate Diaz, right? That is going to be nuts. I don't really usually care about these things, but I might tune into that. I can't lie. Yeah, Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz. That actually does intrigue me quite a lot. Obviously, it's a boxing fight. Obviously, Nate Diaz is coming over from the UFC and he's putting his hands up. That is going to be a fight. I'm really looking forward to that. I can't lie. But Liam Payne versus Tommy Fury. What is that? What is that really? What are we doing now? Man should be up on stage singing, One Direction or getting the band back together or something, and man's fighting Tommy Fury. I just don't understand. I even saw KSI's mum was fighting Astrid. I don't know if that's a real poster. I don't know why JJ would throw his mum into that ring. I don't think it can't be true. Someone tell me it's fake. JJ's mum, who we all came to love and listen to in the background of his FIFA videos, please somebody tell me that's not real. Yeah. Somebody tell me that's just a joke. That's obviously a joke, isn't it? It's not real. Jesus Christ. So I don't know what's going on. It has to be fake. But yeah. Crazy. It's fake, isn't it? Yeah. I'm surprised nobody come and shut that down, because the way that she was just allowed to post that and run with it, it was just, I just couldn't believe it. And yeah, Paige Keiki fighting somebody else as well. She used to do songs with Gecko. And now she's fighting. I don't know what's going on. The world is messed up, people. All right. Stay safe out there. The world is crumbling. The world is a humbler. I don't really know what's going on. I don't really think I want to be there no matter what, but it is what it is. We hear Tuchel ban proven fraud. Listen, it's a bad start. Do I think 13 days is enough time to prepare a team for Manchester City? No. I think they may have misjudged that one a little bit, thinking that they could just sack Nagelsmann and hire Tuchel and he was immediately going to put something together against Man City. He could do it against Wolves a day later at home and get a draw. That's what he did with Chelsea. But to go and take on Man City, the Etihad, 13 days it's a lot. So I don't think he's a fraud, but I didn't agree with everything that he did with those changes and whatnot. But yeah, Bayern Munich are going to have to hold that, I guess. But to be honest, once we hire a top manager, then I'm going to obviously continue to respect my Thomas Tuchel, but I'm going to leave him and say goodbye because I'll be moving on. You know, the only reason why I still defend him to the high heavens is because ever since then, we've had an absolute shit show in terms of managers. If Luis Enrique comes in or Nagelsmann, see you later, mate. You know what I mean? Like it's been great working with you, and now I'm gonna go and focus on my actual manager. Right now, I don't really have a manager. You know, we got an interim, and prior we had the boys gave everything situation. So I'm waiting for the top manager to come in, and then we can move on. Do you know what I mean? Let's try and actually recover the club. So let's see what's going on. they're trying to get me. Nate Diaz is not a nobody, bro. What are you talking about? Nate Diaz is a big name. Tommy Fury, listen, I think he was from Love Island. I don't know the story there. I don't know what's going on. I think he was maybe dating someone from Love Island. I don't know. He's got the Fury name, but he's definitely not using it to the way I thought he would. Jesus Christ. What is going on in this chat? Lots of pagey cakey prop in the chat. But yeah, for me, the Nate Diaz one is actually very, 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 very intriguing. I think that's actually going to be interesting. But listen, I think Nate Diaz will probably knock him out and keep it moving, to be honest. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, sorry. Let's get back to the game. Oh goodness, sorry. Sorry, I wasn't aware of such things. Oh look, everybody's got their own fights now. Imagine Zar versus Lickle, man. Jesus Christ, what is going on? All right, we're a couple of minutes till kickoff. Let's get the timer ready. We've had quite the preview for this hour. Spoken about everything from tactics to pagey cakey. Apparently, we'll get it according to most of the chat. Oh Lord heavens, what an hour it's been. before the madness actually kicks off. Or madness has already started in the chat. All right, let me get the timer going. Let's see what's happening here. There we go. Before I mess up my whole graphic. All right, cool. Timer's ready. I'm ready. The players are ready. Azpilicueta is on the bench and ready. The bench for both teams, obviously Hazard. We didn't speak too much about the bench, but Rudiger's there. Ceballos is there. Nacho's there. Some of the familiar faces as well. Azpilicueta. Our bench is actually, there's a lot of names on it. There's a lot of seniors. There's a lot of players in our squad. So this is the one game where they actually all get to show their face at the same time. Gallagher, Cucurella, Trevor's in there. Azpilicueta, Loftus-Cheek, Zakaria, Mount, Ziyech, Mudryk, Pulisic, and Kai Havertz. And there's still more players because Aubameyang is obviously not registered. Madueke is not registered. Badiashile is not registered. And that's excluding the Carney Chukwuemekas and the Lewis Halls. So we have a lot of players. If you didn't already know, quite a lot of players. We could probably make 3 teams, to be honest. I think we could make 3 teams that are very competitive under the right managers, of course, in terms of that. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Oh, Jesus. God, please. Yeah. Asthma pump. I'm starting to realize why you're called that. Yeah. Crazy stuff, man. Absolutely crazy. You're not having it. Perez is not having it. Oh, yeah. Asthma pump saying far too much in the chat. I'm just going to just keep it moving. He's saying a lot. 3 teams. You can't make 1. Aubameyang not registered is wild. He was not registered from the get-go. That was a decision that Potter and the board had made, a collaborative decision to say that he would not be registered. So yeah, it's a big decision to make. But that's the decision they've taken. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's see. The Champions League. It did sink into me. It did sink in that this is our potentially our last away Champions League game for the next 18 months. So enjoy it, guys. Make sure you enjoy the Champions League anthem. Make sure you enjoy the Champions League music and everything. Just make sure you enjoy it, Chelsea fans, all right? Because this might be the last time we travel here. So just enjoy the entire spectacle. We're going against the biggest club in the world. This is potentially our final outing. Who knows? So yeah, we got one more after this, and then we'll see you guys in a bit, John. Remember I said Chelsea 3-1 win. Okay, I will remember. Nice little away trip. Yeah, plenty of vibes. Do you really hate Courtois or not anymore? I think I forgave him after the Champions League final performance against Liverpool. Not only did he beat Liverpool, but he also got us extra money for Eden Hazard, because Eden Hazard then won the Champions League and we got about 15 million because Marina did a whole installments thing. I think I forgave him then. I think that was the time I forgave him. So yeah, that's when I forgave him. But what a vibe this is going to be. What a vibe. Okay. Is everybody ready for kickoff? Great team selection, I can't lie. I like the lineup. Yeah, the lineup's solid. Lineup's really good. Whether or not we're going to be able to prosper is another question, but the lineup is fine. I'm not complaining about that at all. Oh, let's get this kicked off. Come on, let's go. Let's get down to business. Let's get down to business, because it's gonna be a tough one. It's probably the most worried I've ever been for our safety in a Champions League game, to be honest. I've always been very optimistic because it's the Champions League. It's knockout competition. Anything can happen. But this one, I'm genuinely worried for our safety. So yeah, hopefully I'm wrong. I'd love nothing more than to be so wrong and everything just completely out the window. My prediction, the whole lot. I'd love it. And I think we deserve it. Let's see. All right. Madrid gonna cook yellows everywhere. All right, we've kicked off. Let's get this timer going. Kick off. There we go. That time is a bit wrong, but I will make my adjustments. Do not worry. Let me just make sure that everything's in line. Smash up the likes if you haven't already. We're here. We're not here to take part. We're here to take over. I don't know if that's completely accurate. We're here. Just say we're here. Do you know what I mean? Just say that we're here. We're here. We don't know if we're here to take part or take over. We're just here. And that's the main thing. Had Abby trying to banter me today while we play Champions League. I said to her, "Your team are watching the chase on TV at home, so you know you have to remember we're at the Santiago today. Big club. All right, let's do it. It's a little bit more accurate. I'll be searching for anything faster in a minute. Yeah, don't worry, no. That's the time I'm actually on. I'll be looking. Come on, boys. The boys are going to have to give everything today. The boys are going to have to give everything. Left-hand side, here's Camavinga. Modric. Let's get through the opening 10 minutes. That's the first goal. Let's take it 10 minutes by 10 minutes, I think. Enzo, nice. Kante, lovely. Wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Go on. Oh, please. Oh, please, please, please. Unlucky. Can you imagine? Can you actually imagine the scenes? Oh my God. Oh my days. What an opportunity for Felix. He just didn't have the well, to be honest, I feel like he should be getting on the right side of Militao, making sure that he's either going to get sent off and foul, or you're going to get your shot away because he can't touch you. You need to be doing one or the other. You need to be doing one or the other. What an opportunity that was. What an opportunity, man. Corner. What a chance. Chances that you can't miss. Already at 2 minutes 38 seconds, I already feel like we should have capitalized on that. We really should have. That was a great opportunity, man. No, I'm just saying, imagine the scenes, you know, because I'd love to be able to celebrate a goal. I haven't had a goal in the last 3 games. So I haven't celebrated a goal in almost over a week. I think it's been over a week. 3 matches. Yeah, I haven't celebrated a goal in nearly 2 weeks. So I'm like I said, vibes. I'd love to have a goal. I'd love to have a goal to celebrate. You know, if we're gonna go out, then at least can we go out with some fun? You know, can we at least have a fun day out, a vibe night? You know, that's all I'm really looking for. I'd love to be able to have fun today. Yeah. Oh, another counter. Go on. 3-5-2 is kicking ass. Play it. Kante, play it. Play it. Play it. Oh my God. 3-5-2 is kicking ass, man. What the hell? We should be 1-0 up. We should be 1-0 up. Oh my God. The amount of opportunities we got breaking away. We should be 1-0 up. This is actually painful, the fact that we're not. We've had some big chances, man. Should have released that ball earlier, but we've had some big chances. Look at this. This has been a good 4 minutes. The boys are giving everything. Good switch. Do you know what I love about the Santiago Bernabeu? The pitch is huge. It makes it feel like as if there's so much space to play in. It's just look how much space there is. We need to buy this pitch. I must say, we need to buy this pitch off them, because this pitch is immaculate. The size of the pitch, the dimensions, the color of the grass, the length of the grass, everything is just perfect. Honestly, everything's perfect. If Todd Boehly does one thing, speak to Perez about the pitch, how big the pitch is, the measurements, everything. Who cuts the grass, everything. Make sure that you speak to him about this pitch, and we need to get the same pitch, because I love this pitch. I really do. I really love it. And I think we deserve it. Fofana on a yellow card already against Vinicius. It's not good. It's a long day. Kante's having a good cooking session at the minute. Yeah. Just wish he would have played that pass a bit earlier, but he's definitely he's breaking away wonderfully, and he's finding good gaps. So, you know, hopefully more to come. That's what we want. That's what we want to see. Cheers to the vibes. We love it. Oh, it's a good switch of play. It's a good switch of play. Here's Vinicius. Reece James up against him this time. Here's Modric. Now Carvajal. Back to Militao, and they're going to do their build-up from the beginning. It's been a good game so far. Lots going on. Lots to look out for. Obviously, we know Real Madrid is a typical 4-3-3. It looks like Toni Kroos, as we said, I think is playing as the deepest midfielder with Valverde off the right, Modric off the left. It's what we had in the preview. So we got the team absolutely spot on. We were absolutely go on. Yep, Sterling, what you got for me? Up against Camavinga. This is it. This is it. It's cooking time. There we go. Back. Wonderful. Let's keep this moving. Onside, Sterling, are you? Oh, Camavinga. Hey, Camavinga. Naughty, naughty. Hey, he's booked him. Lovely stuff. Yes, Raheem. Yes, Raheem. Listen. Come on, Raheem Sterling. That's what we love to see. That's what we love to see, big man. Yo. Sterling. That's what we want. That's what Rafinha couldn't do. A book in each now. Everybody's got a book in each. Keep things equal. That's lovely. 7 minutes gone. Let's see what's happening. Frankie Lampard on the bench. Super Frank on the bench. We need to take advantage of any good spell that we're having. I don't think I need to tell you guys twice about what Real Madrid are like. They may not always look at their best, but they always respond at some point. So if we're going to be playing well, then it'd be nice to get a goal, get that dopamine hit, ball in, Chilwell. Lord have heavens, that was the worst cross of his life. What a terrible cross that was. Oh my God, that was awful. Yeah. No more for you. I don't know what was he trying to do. I don't know what was he trying to shoot. I don't understand. Eight minutes gone. Let's go. I like this. Yeah, this shape is good. Everybody's man for man in midfield. No spare man for Real Madrid in their build up. Everybody's man marked and ready, so that's good. 3v3 at the back as well. Obviously, the wing backs will help. And in attack, it's just transitions and counters, which is what we did in the first. I think it was a 1-1 draw. Benzema scored. So did Pulisic. That was a 1-1 draw. That was when we won the Champions League. And again, that night was all about Kante, all about just little bits of build up with Jorginho, slipping into Kante's second phase, and then loads of transitions and counters for Pulisic and all of these guys. That was a good night, Reece. That's a sloppy pass. Real Madrid are back on it now. Over to the right side. Here's Rodrigo. Good defending. Well done, Koulibaly. Good turn. Inside. Well done. There we go. Enzo, switch that play for us. Switch it for us. There we go. Lovely. Reece James. What have we got? There's so much space, man. Wow. The pitch is huge. Bruv, Stamford Bridge must be half the size of this. I'm sorry. Either it's the tele broadcast settings on the camera, and then when we play at Stamford Bridge, we're playing on dynamic. I don't know, but the pitch is looking like double the size what we play on, man. And I said this last year and the year before as well. It's a mess. Ball in. Sterling. Oh, unlucky. It's been good. Good 10 minutes. Couldn't ask for much more. Could not ask for much more in the opening 10 minutes. Yeah. Let's see. Felix goes up for the header. If Sterling does continue to go up against Camavinga like that, I'll be a happy man. Because I think Sterling is, I'm never gonna question whether or not Sterling's a very good player, to be honest. There's certain players that we have in our squad that I don't really care what happens. I'm not really gonna ever question whether they're a very good player or not. If they're in form, then they could be top players. If they're not in form, they're not going to get any worse than a very good player, because you don't see someone have the career Sterling's had, Euros that Sterling had, almost carrying that England team, not really getting the plaudits he deserved, and then come here and stink out the place. It must be us, to be honest. It must be us. Not every time we bring someone in can they all be shit. Sometimes I agree they are shit. Sometimes I agree they are shit, but not all of them. Not all of them can be shit. We have to accept some responsibility as an institution. It must be our fault as well. It must be our fault. Here come Real Madrid. They're coming forward now, right side. Rodrigo. Let's see. Little 1-2 there. Yeah, they're starting to kick it. They're starting to keep the ball quite well now. Nah, I'm not gonna I'm not going to get caught up. I'm just enjoying the game. Just vibes. Ball over the top. I know how Real Madrid operate, so Real Madrid are not fooling me. I'll tell you that now. Real Madrid are not fooling me. Oh, here they come. Good save. Benzema has spoken. Yeah, Real Madrid are not fooling me. Yeah, I already know exactly what they're doing. Yeah, they think they're clever. I wasn't born yesterday. I've been watching Real Madrid a long time. I know exactly what they're doing. I'm just enjoying myself. Just enjoying it. Just enjoying the day out. Just enjoying the day out. I got a window open over there. Enjoying the Santiago breeze. Go on, Chilwell. Play it. Nice. Wonderful. Koulibaly. Good. That's a wonderful pass to Kante. Can he get on the end of it? Unlucky. Those third man runs from Kante are crucial. Absolutely crucial. He's basically going to be the link between the attack and the midfield, isn't he? He's the one that's going to carry the ball. He's the one that's going to make the third man runs. He's the one that's got the pace to do it. Hopefully to win the ball high up the pitch if he can as well. If they get sloppy and build up, and Cover and Enzo will be the ones that kind of sit in those deeper positions. And obviously they're the better players in build up as well. Whether it's the long range passing or the press resistance of Cover, so it makes sense. As long as Kante can get back in time to help them defensively, then we should have a nice midfield there. It's a good save. You know, yesterday when I was sleeping, I heard that song. You know that song that Real Madrid play when they score? I was listening I heard that so many times when I was trying to sleep, and I just kept hearing that music playing. I don't even know how it goes. I don't even know how it goes, but I heard it. I heard it a lot. So I'm genuinely shitting myself. Kepa, good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Mudryk for Felix. No. I always had Felix to start. He's offside. He's offside. And to be honest, now I'm happy that Sterling's starting as well. I'm cool with that. I see what Frank is thinking. I see what he's trying to cook with that one. I get that one. If Mudryk comes on, he'll come on, 65, 70 minutes earliest when we see Camavinga huffing and puffing. And that's when he'll probably bring Mudryk on as a super sub to try and take advantage of that, because Real Madrid don't really substitute Carvajal really, from what I've seen. They don't really have anyone that they bring on for him. They do have a right back on the bench, but he doesn't seem to be in favour. All right, come on, Chelsea. Let's get the ball down. You'll hear it enough soon. Yo, that's funny. Do I think Mason Mount will get minutes? I think he could. I think he could get minutes. I do. It depends how the game's going, because we have Zakaria there for other reasons. Just depends how the game's going. But he would be one of the options that I would be looking at, thinking that could come on, yeah. Because it's that kind of game. And tactically he'll cover a lot of instruction. I'd have him on before Gallagher this time. That's not a penalty. We're good. We move. Hey, Vinny, up you get, Vinny. Let's go. Let's go, Vinny. Don't worry about it, son. Don't worry about it, mate. We're all good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Vinny's trying to play games. Just get up. We know you're at home and whatnot, but you don't need to take liberties now. Here's Modric. Here's Carvajal. Camavinga, headed away. Get there, Enzo. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, my God. Shot. Woo! All of their midfielders can shoot from range. So that can't happen again, because all their midfielders can shoot from range. And I think Koulibaly knows that, and that's why he's come out to him so quick. Fair play to him. Koulibaly stopped Valverde from really lining up his shot properly. he had to slice it instead of just cut straight through it because he knew it would be blocked. So yeah, well done to Koulibaly. The defenders are going to have to be very ready to come out for those long shots. My only concern would be someone's lining up a long shot, centre back comes out to kind of block it. That is a fake shot that they're lining up, and then they go and slip it into Benzema when there's a gap left over. So this is why I wanted the three at the back, because for me, if they bypass that midfield and they start getting in those areas, you don't want situations where you can't have a defender come out and block, because if defenders when it's a 4 centre backs, we've seen it with Liverpool with Van Dijk really against City. You know, he tried to step out many times to deal with situations in between the pockets, and he ended up not getting anything on these attempts, getting skipped past, and then it left gaps for Alvarez in behind, and you know what happened next. So I just think when you play a back three, you're allowed then to have a centre back go and engage a lot more. If you're not doing that and you're engaging, you better get the ball, because if you don't get the ball when you engage, you've just left a massive gap in the defense. At least with the three, you can have one engage and then go to a 4, and it's business as usual. But yeah, 18 minutes gone. Everything seems to be pretty finely poised at the moment. Chilwell just got a new contract there on this throw-in. I think his contract's been extended by 2 years. Come on. Here's Modric, Camavinga. Here's Kroos. Come on, boys. Come on. I'm happy with this, to be honest. I don't want them to press too much today. I don't think pressing is necessary. I think just sit in your block. You got a mid block, sit in it, and just keep eyes on these runners. That is something that Cover did not do. There we go. Good block. I don't really care about pressing today. I'm not interested. I'm not interested about pressing at all. Just sit in. Make sure you close the spaces. Try and make interceptions. Stay with runners, and whenever the attack hopefully breaks down, try and counter. I'm not trying to see no pressing, to be honest, because it won't be done effectively anyway. So there's no point. Haven't had enough time to implement a press. It's not like Potter implemented a press, so there is no press. Well done. Come on, boys. Chilwell. Felix headed on. Oh, Sterling. It's a shame. There's no physicality really in that front line, so they're going to get bodied, bullied. Any 50-50 with any physicality, they're going to lose those duels. So it's going to mean that the ball is going to keep coming back a lot. There's nobody that can really hold the ball up. I'd say Sterling holds the ball up probably better than Felix, but neither of them are holding the ball up to the capacity that you would need to win fouls on the halfway line, take pressure off the team, and try and move up the pitch. But these guys are not going to win any of these duels, so everything's going to have to be very precise, or complete opposite, just play everything in behind and run. But yeah, we're gonna have the ball coming back to us quite a lot. We're not gonna have too much possession, I don't think. Yeah, Real Madrid again. Here we go. Good switch. Look at that space now. Clipped in. Careful. Oh, fuck me. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, dearie me. It's 1-0. Ala Madrid. 21 minutes gone. Wonderful little clip into the box. It's a wonderful ball. Dangerous ball. Nobody wants to touch it, because if you touch it, you get too much on it, it falls to Benzema anyway. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Oh. That's all, folks. was a good 20 minutes, man. It was a good 20 minutes. It was a good 20 minutes. I must say, it was a smashing 20 minutes. What a wonderful move. We're going to see some good football today. Oh dear. Oh dear me. Unlucky, boys. It is what it is. I just realized I can't watch the game properly in sunglasses. I can't watch the game properly in sunglasses, man. It's impossible. Oh, big save. Yeah, massive save, Courtois. And that's the thing as well. This is the problem. You know, we are not the sharpest of shooters. And then on top of that, we're coming up against one of the best goalkeepers on the planet. And we all saw him in that Champions League final. This guy, Courtois, when Courtois wants to have one of his days, he has a serious day. And it's like, we could, you know, create chances. We could have shots. That was a massive opportunity. But Courtois against us, hey, this guy wants to prove a point. And best believe we're going to have to be very clinical if we're going to score. Courtois is very clutch. Exactly. He's very clutch. So, you know, these type of opportunities here, you can't be missing them. You know, Sterling's got to roof that into the top corner or into the roof of the net, 1-1. Felix has got to take his chance, 1-0. You know, these moments here, we can't be out here flapping around, you know, missing these opportunities. You have to take all of these chances that we get. Because our goalkeeper isn't gonna do what Courtois is gonna do. I can assure you. I think Todd Bowie's score prediction is wrong. I think he's got that. I think he's officially got that wrong. Todd Bowie. Here's Kante. Ball in. Header. Oh yeah. We have also another issue, but we have nobody to hit aerially, guys. With any open play cross coming in from Reece, there's nobody in the box to hit aerially. From the set pieces, we do have the defenders, so that's good. So maybe on the set pieces we could have something for them, but in open play, don't even bother crossing the ball aerially because Militao is gonna drink that up. So that's something else that we don't really have to bring. But here we've intercepted. Wonderful. Go on. Oh, unlucky. Here comes Camavinga now. Oh, look how big the pitch is again. It's like it's expanding. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fofana on that yellow card is a problem. Yeah. Fofana versus Vinicius on that yellow card is a big problem. A big problem. He is struggling to deal with Vinicius. Vinicius. Vicious Vinicius. Vicious Vinicius. Wow. Look how quickly they broke. Look. It's a great clearance. Silva doing what Silva does. Silva doing what Silva does. An immaculate, generational, incredible defender. He is a god. Honestly, he is a god. Get on Trevor. Well, I've seen Trevor, unfortunately, a few times be ripped 1v1. So he could be in for a rough day as well. Bearing in mind, also, when you speak on Trevor, just know he's not match sharp. He hasn't played in weeks. He hasn't graced the pitch often at all. So sticking him on at the Santiago Bernabeu versus Vinicius is a very unfair situation for him. So, yeah, we might be fucked. Camavinga, confidence. Modric. Time is ticking. Real Madrid are looking confident, looking happy to play it about in between themselves. little clips and dinks here and there. Not a great give and go. Vinicius is pressing. Fofana into Enzo. Everybody wants it short. Where's the runners in behind? That's not good enough. That's poor. And now, oh, that's poor. That's even worse from Vinicius. It's not what Benzema wanted. He was trying to come back on side. Ramadan Benzema has not even spoken yet, so that is what worries me. He usually does have something to say in a game like this. Here's Enzo again. There's not enough runners off the ball. Only Chilwell's making a run. Where's the runners? When Enzo gets the ball, we should be making runs. The pitch is huge. Everybody's looking for it short. I don't know why. I don't know why. Go over the top. It's your best chance. Go on. Oh, wonderful from Koulibaly. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky, Kuli. Oh, unlucky. 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 Vinny's cooking. Yeah, he's cooking. You could move Reece to Fofana's position. Yeah, you could. Maybe get Loftus-Cheek on. Same thing we did last year. Reece has had a couple moments against Vinny as well where he's come off worse for wear. Brilliant turn from Felix. Let's go. Felix, take the shot. Oh, unlucky. It's a great turn. Unlucky. Here's Benzema. He's going to go wide. Look at this now. You got to get back. Great work rate. Wonderful. That is the definition of the boy giving everything. Wonderful. Wonderful. Is Reece? Are you saying it's over for Reece? Here's Reece on the ball. Into Enzo. Sterling. Enzo again. Sterling. Okay, what we got now? You got Felix to your right. Oh, sorry, to your left. Fuck's sake. There's not much chemistry between Sterling and Felix today, is there? Oh, no. They've got to be playing close to each other and trying to link up as much as possible. They can't do it on their own, man. They're not going to be able to dribble past 2-3 people on their own. They need to start working together with some combinations. Do they speak the same language, Felix and Sterling? Felix speaks good English, doesn't he? There should be no communication problems. Clip, Enzo. Clipped over. This is what I don't like to see. Guys, do not lose the game or in the first half trying to chase it. Please stay compact. There's a long way to go in this game. You don't need to throw everybody forward. Camavinga, Modric, Benzema again. Plays it in. Rodrigo. Out to Camavinga. It's brilliant play from Real Madrid. Ball in, headed away. Sterling. Well done. Enzo, clip it over. Felix, well done. Kante, well done. Well done. Unlucky. Here's Camavinga. Sloppy from him. Inside. Quick. Sterling. Kante, go on. Keep going. Yeah, just go, mate. That's yours. Ah. Yeah, it's going to take a real dribbler, a real winger to take on Camavinga, unfortunately. Here's Vinny. Oh, Lord. I don't like that. I don't like what I'm seeing there. I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like that. Benzema. Oh, I don't like this. Benny Blanco. Benny Blanco. Oh, they mistimed it. Felix. Jesus Christ. Do you know what, yeah? Winning free kicks when you're isolated is huge. And it's something that Eden Hazard was so good at. Winning free kicks when you're isolated, when you've got 2-3 men on you, you can't beat them all. You just somehow manage to, time it right, kick it, and they come in late, win the free kick. Everybody gets a breather, gets to push up the pitch. That's something that Felix and Sterling are going to need to do a lot better in this game because, this could easily become Simeone-esque with how disjointed they are. Griezmann on one side of the pitch, Felix on the other, making wing-back run shifts. They need to be able to win the fouls and try to get the ball up the pitch a bit. They're just falling. That's what I'm saying. Eden Hazard protected the ball so well. They gotta start doing that. Need to protect the ball a lot better. This falling over thing ain't gonna help us. Because the referee doesn't give a shit, to be fair to him. The standard of refereeing on a European level is already miles clear. Like in this game, the way it's being officiated is perfect. What I'm watching right now and what I've watched in the Premier League, honestly, it's like watching two different sports. with the way that it's officiated. You think that the rules were different in the Premier League? You actually would. You would think the rules are completely different. The way that this game is being officiated is fantastic. He's not buying any of the bullshit. I love it. Hopefully he carries on like that. So shout out to the ref, whoever he is. Big up everybody in the chat. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Smash up the likes. It's a vibe thing today, guys. So make sure you vibe with me. It's a big vibe thing. It's going to be a good day regardless, guys. We'll have fun. Good day out. Big up yourselves. Preview did really well today as well. I only put it out on the same day of the game. You guys smashed it, man. Smashed it. Hope you guys enjoyed the preview. It's pretty accurate, I guess, with what we decided to do with the teams. So it's pretty good. Here's Enzo. He's going to switch it out to cover. Here's cover on the ball. Enzo, switch it. Come on, get out to Reese. Out to Reese. Well done. Got to take advantage of the man. Man over. Loads of space out there. Good. Just recycle it. There we go. Now Koulibaly out to Chilwell most likely. Yeah. Sterling and Felix swapped positions a little bit here. Yeah, just keep the ball for a bit. There's no shame in it. There's no shame in keeping the ball for a bit. God will not punish you. Oh, this little run. Oh. Referee does not give a damn. I love it. Fair play to the ref. Like, he doesn't give a shit. If it's not a clear-cut foul, he's not interested. He said, play on. I hope the players have figured it out on our side, that the referee doesn't care. And it's good for us because, remember, coming into this game, we have about 5 or 6 players on yellow cards. In terms of if they get a yellow, they're suspended for the coming game at Stamford Bridge. The way the referees referee in this game, we shouldn't really pick up yellows. Maybe we might get one guy suspended, but we should be okay with the way the referee's going about this. He's not just booking people like crazy. Oh, big save from Kepa. Big save from Kepa. He's had to make a couple. Wow. Vinicius is causing us a lot of problems. Yeah. It's a long day. Kante seems tired. Hopefully he's just pacing himself. I certainly am. I've had a drink. I'll probably have another one at half time. I'm a bit exhausted myself. It's an exhausting game. It's a tough one. Oh my goodness. The ball's just hit him. Well, yeah, the ball's hit him, but the positioning at least is there. And listen, you got to make sure that you're there to be hit. So here's Modric, Benzema, Koulibaly does well. He's done fairly well today, Koulibaly, hasn't he? Inside. Camavinga inside again. Vinicius looking for the 1-2. Not enough on it from Rodrigo. And here we go on the break. Enzo just can't seem to put these counterattacks together. It's not sticking. Vinicius, he's come to the right-hand side to give Chilwell some bother. Benzema. Luckily enough, it's not the cleanest of strikes. You don't like this? Nah, brother, this is where it is, bro. This is where it was always going to be. It was a great start to the game. Can you cover a doubleheader for tomorrow's games? Which doubleheader do you want, bro? I'm definitely doing Manchester United versus Sevilla. Which other one do you really want? Maybe I'll run a poll. I was only just going to do Man United versus Sevilla. I don't know if there's another big one there in the 8 o'clocks. Here's Reece James, right side. Cuts back in, checks back in, back outside again. Get the ball in, please. Oh, unlucky. Roma, Sporting Juve. Who are Roma playing? Are they final, is it? No, they're not. Sorry. Who's Who's Roma playing? Leverkusen game will be goals galore. 36 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. That left-hand side is a problem, man. Vinicius, Camavinga, even Benzema's pulling out to that side. It's just tough. Rodrigo's been over there now as well. It's tough. I still want to sell Kante. I've never got the Enzo hype. What did people see? Spent 100 million for Kante to still be your best midfielder. I don't think anybody assumes Enzo was going to be better than Kante. The point of Kante is that can he play more than 2-3 games a season? I think when people ask me this question, you have to understand the argument. The argument is not about Kante's quality. The argument is whether he's going to play enough games. The fact that this is Kante's third start since September, I don't really think this is the time to be asking me, because he's having a great game. That's not surprising. He had a great game against Liverpool. That's not surprising. Is he going to play enough games? At the moment, I'm not wrong. He's not playing enough games. This is his third game since he played one game under Potter. Potter was here for 7 months. He played one game. So let's wait for Kante to actually stay fit, and then maybe I'll say, hold my hands up. He's actually staying fit now, and he's recovered from the injuries, and I don't want him to go. But to be honest, when Jorginho left, I was not as pushing the Kante sell, because I don't think we can sell Kante, Cover, Georgie all at the same time. And to be honest, Cover has the same level of injury issues now as Kante. So they're both in the same basket now. So who's going to leave, really? If Cover leaves, you can't get rid of Kante. So and Cover could leave. So right now we're just in limbo. But he's a great player, but he needs to stay available for at least half the season. He needs to play games. Milan 1-0 up against Napoli. It could be a Milan derby in the semi-finals. You never know. Remember, AC Milan went to Napoli a couple of weeks ago and won 4-0. Won 4-0. They absolutely trashed them. Let me see if I can go and get a look at that goal to describe to you what is going on over there. Big goal for AC Milan at home to Napoli. That's a big one. Do you know what? It's going to be put up on Twitter actually by that account. Let's see. That's a big goal. It's a big goal. We're gonna watch the goal in just a second. Seems like it may have been a banger as well. Seems like it may have been a banger. Let me read this super chat here. Zhao and Chilwell having absolute stinkers right now. Hoping Kai comes on for Zhao. Shocking stuff right now. Pray the team that can't counter wins through counters. I will not be doing Ghent versus West Ham, unfortunately. I can confirm. I'm just taking a look, hopefully, at this goal in a minute. Benacar with an incredible strike, it seems. It was Vinicius wheeling away in celebration, but it's Benzema's goal. It's Benzema's goal. It looked like Vinicius scored the way that the cameras were panning on him, but it's actually Benzema's goal. It's Benzema's goal. I will not be playing. I'll not be doing Ghent versus West Ham. 41 minutes gone. Kante. What's going on with Kante? I want to see this goal, man. Dribbled out of bounds. Yeah. I didn't even see Kante do that. So I'm still looking to hopefully see this goal. Yeah. Juventus versus Sporting. Sporting did a great game against Arsenal, so that is a great shout, by the way. It's a great shout. We'll run a poll at halftime. Give me a couple of minutes. Halftime, we'll run a poll on who the second game will be. So we'll get all the fixtures up and we'll get talking about it at halftime. I have no problem running a double. Ghent or Genk. I don't know who it is, to be honest. It could be Ghent, it could be Genk, it could be Gents, it could be anything. But all I know is that it's not getting covered by me. It's not getting covered by me. Only Conference League football I'll ever be watching is if my team is in it, and maybe the final. But apart from that, I'm sticking Europa League. I'll stick to Europa League. I won't be going to Conference. They should really make the Conference League on its own day. If they really want the Conference League to get shine, they should have Champions League night Tuesday, Europa League night Wednesday, and Conference League night Thursday. And that's the way to do it if you actually want people to pick the Conference League over the Europa League. Because if the Europa League's on, I'm not watching the Conference League. You know what I mean? So that's just how they have to do it. Oh, here come Real Madrid on the counter. And they're going to... Oh, shots. Good save. I think he should have went to Vinicius there. I'm not going to lie. Valverde. It's not the greatest decision from him. He had Vinicius running on the outside of him. Didn't get his head up. I don't know what he's really... I don't know why he hasn't gone to him. It's quite selfish, to be honest. I think he should have gone to Vinicius. Here's Chilwell. Chilwell left. Coming inside now. Doing really well. Enzo. Cover. Well done. Cover. Sterling. Oh, they've run around him now. %62% of you don't believe in us. Napoli, 62%. Yeah. I'm going to close that poll now. Mainly Napoli people were voting for. They weren't really going for AC Milan. Sure, we'll get the goals up in a minute. Coming up to halftime, I'm sure we'll get the AC Milan goal soon. Here's Cover. Chilwell. I wouldn't mind a goal before halftime, maybe. No. Well, okay. Fair enough. He's just blown for halftime immediately. To be fair, there hasn't really been many stoppages. So halftime, 1-0 down to Real Madrid. No added time. No added time. Not really a surprise. I think this is kind of what everybody would have expected. We have had some quite a few moments, to be honest, especially early on in the game. On the counter, some really good transitions. In terms of Kante breaking through really well. Felix and Sterling, unfortunately, not clinical enough with their chances, and they need to be. And yeah, and that's that. And, you know, we know Real Madrid on the other side are going to be, you know, taking some chances, and that's what they've done. They've put the ball in the back of the net. So this is probably where the game will be decided, the tie, in my opinion, which will be the final, you know, the final third. The midfield battle, now that we've gone with that 3, the midfield battle is fun to watch. You got Enzo, Kante, Cover versus Valverde, Kroos, and Modric. It's a fun battle to watch. But there's some distinct differences here. And they have Benzema, and they have Vinicius, and we have Sterling and Felix who are not clinical at the moment. And Vinicius is running ragged on that side as well. He's got Fofana booked. and Reece James is struggling sometimes as well. So it's a shame. It's a shame, but it's really going to the script, to be honest. So it's not really a surprise. Let's see.
Hello, Matisse, my brother. Are you enjoying this Real Madrid training session? Hello, everyone, and welcome to This is Football. Like and subscribe. We're watching the Real Madrid training session. Hold that. You open your stinky mouth every time.
You know, my brother in Jordan, this is a very shameless voice note from you. I'm not really sure how you can even open your mouth after the news that we got yesterday that Jude Bellingham is not coming to your football club. So that's embarrassing. I'm not going to lie, considering that it's been your whole transfer plan for the last year, and the fact that you said that you were going to buy him and that you were going to be taken over by the Saudi investment. And on top of that, you actually lost to this team 5-2 at home in the first leg, and we're at their stadium losing 1-0, but you're meant to be better than us. So you can hold that because you're out already. And yeah, unlucky, mate. Enjoy Conor Gallagher. Big up. How shameless do you want to get? Honestly, how shameless do you want to be getting to be voice noting me 1-0 down to Madrid away from home after losing 5-2, 6-2 on aggregate. And you're not getting Bellingham, you're getting Gallagher. Lord Jesus, have shame. Have shame. That's how you know he's getting desperate. He's running out of options. Don't worry, he'll be cooked. He'll be completely cooked on Battle of the North. Thoroughly cooked. Yeah, do not worry about that. Man is going to have one of our, squad players as his starting midfielder next season in the three. I can't wait to see it. Henderson, Fabinho, and Gallagher, all three of them together. It's going to be wonderful. I can't wait. So yeah, but yeah, halftime, guys. Listen, it is what it is. What substitutions would you make? Let me know. I'm going to run a poll. I'm going to run a poll on this Europa League double yet tomorrow that the people are looking for. I'm just trying to see what fixtures are coming up at the 8 o'clock. It has to be 8 o'clock. Everything's 8 o'clock apart from final versus Roma. So it has to be one of the 8 o'clock ones, because I'll be damned if I'm going to do 5.5 hours on Europa League. I'll be damned. So let's see who joins. United versus Sevilla in the double header. Let's see who wins this one. So 8 o'clock kickoffs, we have Juve versus Sporting. We have we have Bayer Leverkusen versus the other Union Saint. I think it's a Belgium team. They knocked out Union Berlin, didn't they? Don't know. There's probably going to be goals in that game. I think there was a lot of goals in the other. When they played Union Berlin, there were a lot of goals. So yeah, that could actually be a fun one. And I think, to be honest, that is really it, isn't it? Because yeah, Feyenoord and Roma are early kickoffs, so it's just between those two. We're that deep now in the trenches of the Europa League, so that's that. So let's see who wins that poll. I'm pretty sure it'll probably be Juve versus Sporting that'll win it, but let's see. Okay. Mount can't play. He's suspended. Mount is on the bench. I think he's on the bench, so he should not be suspended if he's on the bench. Fofana is playing very careless. I didn't like the attitude, is it? He's on the bench. Yes, he's on the bench. This is going to get ugly for us in the second half. Put wingers on Mudryk and Kai for Felix and Cover. Are you sure you want to sacrifice a midfielder away from home this early? I would probably wait a little bit longer, no? I'm happy with the 3-5-2. I think, listen, if we lose this game 1-0 and we come out here 1-0, that's a good result. That's a good result. Genuinely, where we are and how we're playing currently and what we do, we being 1-0 down is a good result if we come out here 1-0 down. As a nerd, any advice how to get gal? for nerds. Well, listen, if you're a real nerd, which I'm not because I'm not actually that smart, but you know, it is what it is. Then you know, you should be able to use your brain to make a lot of money, and then you're going to get loads of gal. So it's really simple, to be honest. If you're really a nerd, it's not actually going to be that difficult for you. If you're not a nerd and you look like a nerd, then you have problems. Team effort, we did much better than Wolves the game since we pressing better, but my God, individual mistakes costed us this game. Put Reece up top, we can get something from this game. He is a good striker of the ball. He is indeed. He is indeed. Oh my goodness. Let's see. We ain't controlling anything by throwing on wingers. The problem that I have right now, and that we knew we were going to have with this setup, is that we don't really have any focal point with these two up top. Now, when you look at Felix and Sterling, they're not really combining. They're good in the, you know, Sterling's done one thing on the wide position up against Camavinga, and the connection is not really there. Kai, if he's at his best, is good at linking up the dots and trying to connect it all together and playing centrally and actually being a somebody to hit in the box because of his height. So he would bring something to the team if he's at his best. If he's at his best, I have to stress that, because he's the only one that actually will play directly up front and give us something to actually aim for. And if he comes with his shithousery and his, you know, his anger and aggression, and he comes actually fighting and really wanting to play well, he will actually, you know, play okay and play pretty well. Not saying that he'll score, because that's something completely different, but he'll actually come on and help us have a bit more ball retention, maybe, you know, actually be able to sustain a couple of more attacks because there's just an extra man to link up with. However, you know, that does mean you sacrifice somebody in midfield, and this is a big pitch, and I'm very scared of sacrificing somebody in midfield because there's just going to be more time and space for the likes of Modric, Kroos, and these guys. They don't need time and space. You know, they're difficult enough to deal with without time and space, let alone actually giving them the freedom of the pitch. So that does worry me a lot. But if you're going to get something out of the game, maybe you have to take that risk. But I wouldn't take the risk that early. I would probably stick to the 3-5-2 for the opening 20 minutes if you can. And then maybe as the game goes on, Real Madrid will actually calm down a little bit. They'll maybe want to protect that lead. They won't want to go gung-ho. And then maybe then we can try and change the turn, change the tide of the game. This game needs Thabz and Mudryk at the same point. Mudryk needs to come on for Felix. We need Enzo to have runners to pick out. That is a good point. I think Felix is trying to come to the ball too much. He's coming short all the time. If Mudryk does come on, he's going to stretch the pitch. I think stretching the pitch is only going to help us, especially with Carvajal. So I wouldn't mind seeing that. How much weight will Frank go in during this match? How much weight will he lose? Okay. Anyway, for some reason, my computer just randomly decided to restart. So we're gonna have to re-up the OBS again. Give me a few minutes. You know, I'm just sitting here chit-chatting away, you know, engaging with my fantastic community, and my laptop just goes into a black screen. I don't know if that's a sign that the second half is going to be painful, My battery is still on a strong 83%. The charger is in, but the computer just shut down. It's almost like they're trying to pre-warn us that we're about to get absolutely fucked. So that was a bit of a strange situation, but we're back. let me line up my OBS again, and the graphics will be back on the screen in a moment. What the hell was that? Genuinely, everything just shut down. Everything just shut down. I couldn't quite believe it, to be honest. It's not the Wi-Fi. Everything's fine. Everything's good. Everything's fine. It's just the computer just decided to just go dark mode. And I come back on and it's like, yeah, computer just wanted to have a little restart. Don't mind it. Anyway, what a madness. Okay. Anyway, we're back. Yeah, so we're back. But anyway, I don't even know what I was saying now. It's completely baffled me to the next level. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's see. Let's get this moving. I'm sure the kickoff is back now, surely. Almost ready to kick off second half. What we got? Any substitutions? Who is also, let's see who's actually winning that poll. Let's see who's winning that poll as well. I'm intrigued. Let's see. Because we ran a poll for the doubleheader for tomorrow. So I want to see who is going to be. Oh, wow. So Real Madrid. So yeah, Juve versus Sporting have won that poll and won it comprehensively. Very, very clear. Absolutely destroyed that poll, Juve. So Juve Sporting will be the other game. Nice and simple. We'll do that. No problem. So yeah, tomorrow it will be a Manchester United, Sevilla and Juve versus Sporting doubleheader. Final versus Roma, I want to watch, and I think we'll watch the second leg because I think it will be at 8 o'clock. As long as Man United return leg is also 8 o'clock, unless Man United absolutely destroy Sevilla and it's not worth watching. Man United next week play at 8 o'clock. Roma versus Feyenoord is also at 8 o'clock. So maybe we'll swap it. Maybe we'll go Feyenoord versus Roma next week with the United game. But right now, this week, we're going to go Juve versus Sporting. So that's that. All right. Second half is about to kick off. Big up everybody is still inside the building after whatever that technical difficulty was. And yeah, second half is about to kick off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to now line up my computer just in case that happens again, because then I'll be able to run myself straight back in, because I don't really know what that was, to be quite honest. So the players are just about to come back out. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is on the bench and looks like he's warming up along with, well, maybe all of the bench. But I would not be surprised if Reece James went to right side centre back and Loftus-Cheek came on as a right wing back if he feels like Fofana is going to get sent off or is going to struggle. I think that's potentially something you could see, but it's early days, so we never know. Let's just make sure that I'm just going to get that second. Yeah, there we go. Cool. If that happens again, I'll be back a lot faster because my computer's ready to go. Sacrifice a midfielder. I would wait. I mean, for me personally, I would just wait a bit longer. I'm cautious. I'm very cautious on the whole sacrificing the midfielder thing right now, because I don't want us to go 2-3-0 down because we're trying to chase it in the first leg. Remember, there's still a second leg to come. There's 1-0 is a good score. I can't lie. It's a good score. It's as good as you could have hoped for, to be honest, really. So yeah, for me, I'm trying not to get too ahead of myself and chase. I don't want to chase the game too much. It's a tough one. But let's see. What would be everybody's first substitution? Let me know in the comments. Just give me the name. I'll be able to gauge. Get the temperature. Is it Mudryk? Is it Kai Havertz? Second half's going to kick off. I don't think he's going to make any subs. I think he's going to be cautious in how he how he tries to impact this game. He doesn't obviously want to be reactive to what Carlo's doing, but at the same time, it's way too early to change everything right now. But the only thing I would say is I agree is I think there's a lack of runners. I think there's a lack of runners in behind. I would like to see potentially. I would like to see, you know, somebody making those runs. Maybe if Felix coming off and on comes Madrid, but then you don't really have a player in the center comfortable in the center of the pitch. Maybe you could say Mount for cover if you wanted another runner, because Mount will get up there as well and contribute and maybe fill that void. So I'd say Mount for cover is an interesting one, because you're still going with that 3, but you're getting somebody who's going to help you get the ball a bit higher up the pitch. Maybe second half's kicked off. It's an interesting one. It's definitely an interesting one. Mount's obviously a much better shooter and more likely to score than Cover is, so it gives you something a bit extra going forward without completely compromising the shape. So that's something to look at as well. I think Mount for Cover is an interesting one. Okay, let's get the timer going. It's not too bad so far. Not too bad. Seen worse. You want a draw? Yeah, I would like a draw, but I would also like to not be slapped. You know, I would like to not be battered. I think a draw is you know, a draw would be an incredible result. But a 1-0 honestly isn't that bad. It's not. It keeps us in the tie, and you know, and it actually really keeps us in the tie. It's a proper realistic, you know, it's a realistic thing to go and beat them by a goal. So yeah, for me, I'm not too disappointed with what's happening, as long as it doesn't escalate. Here's Vinicius on the left-hand side. Time is there. Don't worry about it. Here we go. Here's Sterling. I think to be honest, we just do have to pick our moments. You know, we need to remain defensively solid, compact. Don't give up too many opportunities, because they will score, and then pick your moments. And maybe it'll be easier to pick a moments with some pace running in behind. But Mudryk is not going to drop deep and try and knit things together the same way Felix will try. So it does change the balance of the attack a little bit. And I would say that if you're going to go down the route of bringing on Mudryk, I think then the other thing to do to counteract that is maybe to bring on Kai Havertz for Sterling. So you always have somebody that is tasked with trying to link up in those central areas. Otherwise, you're going to have 2 wingers and nobody in the middle. And yeah, it becomes a little bit of a problem. Here's Kante. Here's Enzo. Felix with the shot. Oh, unlucky. Would have loved for that to just crash into the top corner. Yeah, he doesn't wrap his foot around it, and well, he wraps his foot around it too much of anything. Yeah, it's just going to have to be nearly moments, I think, today. The other game I'm covering will be Sporting versus Juve tomorrow. So Sporting versus Juve alongside Manchester United versus Sevilla. So 2 good games there. Hopefully goals in them. Let's see. What are we cooking? KK. Here's Courtois. Need to try. Yeah, pressing him's not a bad idea. We saw him make a mistake against Liverpool. That's a great long clearance. Oh, KK. Are you going to be able to get there? Well done. That's brilliant defending from Koulibaly. I was worried that he wasn't able to keep up with Rodrigo, and he kept up with him. He did a brilliant job. He really is stepping up in the Champions League games, isn't he? Did a great job against Dortmund. And he's doing really well tonight. It's like these guys, Champions League, they seem to turn it up a gear, but Premier League, they can't do it. That was a brilliant recovery. Really, really good. Big defending there. Saying he's got a hamstring issue. Here's Enzo. Shot from distance. Waste. To be honest, Hudson-Odoi is playing so poorly at Bayer Leverkusen, or I don't even know if he's even starting at this point. I wouldn't really be that excited to see him. I think he's going to leave anyway in the summer. So yeah.
Brother, first of all, we also lost 1-0. We also lost 1-0 at the Santiago. So we will see how much you will lose at Stamford Bridge. Second of all, there is the second half now about to happen. So you might concede 4 goals right now. Who would know? Who would know? How do you know that that's not going to happen? And third of all, it's the Qatar investment, not Saudi. Get it together, Matisse. Clearly, you're confused.
Modric was very close to scoring. Modric almost put in a belter into the top corner. Almost. I was just honestly just watching it and praying that it wouldn't loop into the top corner. That's all you can do. Kepa, he has no chance of getting anywhere near it. Brilliant technique. Oh my God, what a strike! So close. Yeah, so close. And that's the danger with him. You know, we know he can shoot from distance. It's a brilliant effort from Modric. Brilliant effort. Really, really good effort, man. 50 minutes gone. You have to, in those moments, you have to pray. He's always going to have a shot or two in the game from distance. So, here's Rodrigo. Modric. Unlucky. Counter. Felix. Kante. Oh, fuck's sake. I think so far we're doing well on this whole bookings thing. Everything seems to be in order there. Not trying to jinx it, but Karim Benzema. Oh, careful. Careful, careful. This is why Silva is one of the best centre-backs I've ever seen play for our football club. Even though he's only been here for a few years, he is just so good. Like, I can't put into words how good Thiago Silva actually is. He's just incredible. I really wish he played alongside Terry. It would have been a beautiful watch. It would have been incredible, man, to watch those two play together. We got Terry Carvalho, and only Terry Silva would have matched it. Unbelievable defender. The guy is just too good. Camavinga getting away from Kante. Modric. What's going on now? Is that a hamstring for Koulibaly? Yeah. Koulibaly's going to have to come off, I think. He's going to have to come off. You guys told me a minute ago he was struggling with that hamstring. And he's finally lost it. So that's Cucurella who's going to have to come on now. It's a shame because he's had a fantastic game. He's had a really, really good game. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. Cucurella's coming on. Yeah, he's definitely coming off, guys. Yeah, he's definitely coming off. I actually thought Cucurella would be better prepped to be playing against Rodrigo than Koulibaly. So we'll see. Let's see. Cucurella could come on and do okay. It's a big night, Champions League. He played well in this position against Dortmund. I don't think it's a write-off yet. Let's see how it goes. Big night. They will target it to see how he gets on and what he's going to bring. But let's see. He's tied his hair back today, so that's a good sign. I don't think his hair will be getting in his face. He hasn't gone with the look of it down the sides that sometimes will overlap with his eyes. He's actually gone with a back, just completely tie it all back. Which I like that. That's a serious cucureo. That's a serious cucureo when he's coming with his hair like that. Win that first header. Good stuff. Now Chilwell. And to be honest, hopefully, what Cucurella may actually add to the team is that from a passing perspective, he might be able to pass in between the lines a little bit easier, being left-footed, and progress the ball really well in that channel. So hopefully it actually helps us going forward. Here's Enzo to Cucurella again. Back to Enzo. Yeah, I think Cucurella will do okay today. I'm gonna invest some stocks in this performance of Cucurella right now. One. Unlucky. Yeah. Come and deal with that. Well done. Well done, Fofana. Well done. Well done. Well done. Be careful on Reece. Yeah, I mean, listen, Reece at the moment I think is okay injury-wise, but you never know. So you just have to be careful with him. I think that's why Ruben Loftus-Cheek is always warming up just in case. But yeah, I haven't seen any problems with Reece so far. Here's Kante, back to Reece, clips it over. I would like to see Kai Havertz come on. Do you want me to be honest? Because if we do try to get the ball in the box or we do those little clips, we have nobody to win the aerial duel. We have nobody to win the header. And it's really messing up how we can't sustain an attack doing that. So, you know, Mudryk is one. You could bring both of them on. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Freshen things up front. Bring Kai on, bring Mudryk on, and freshen up the entire front line. Because I think right now it's looking a little bit, it's not really doing it for me. But we're going to maybe get to 60 minutes and see something. Listen, Kai does win aerial duels. I get what you're saying. He's not reliable. He's not consistent with it. I'm not saying he's not Drogba or anything, but listen, he'll win a lot more aerial duels than Felix and Sterling will. So, you know, he's the best chance of us winning any duels. But he can win some headers, that's for sure. But it's inconsistent. Because we haven't put together an attack in the second half. As much as, you know, we're still in a position of calm, we haven't done anything going forward. We haven't put anything together. So we need to look at that. Kante. Oh, James, that didn't work. Here we go. Good interception. Well done, Fofana. Cucurella now coming forward. Playing it. Oh, he's over. Okay, well done, Felix. Well done. Sterling. Come on, please. Let's get an attack going here. Oh, it's 2v1. 2v1 is tough, man. It's tough. It's got nobody to link up with. It's not easy. Ball outside. Oh dear. Chilwell. Has he sent Chilwell off? Oh fuck. Oh my god. Oh god. And Chilwell's not even arguing about it. He's just accepted it. So it must be a red. Oh my god. He's pulled him back, last man. Oh my fucking god. Oh, Jesus Christ, guys. The whole plan's fucked now. The whole plan's finished. Yeah, if he's not arguing, if he's not fighting about it, I'm not fighting about it. Do you know what I mean? It's a game at the Santiago Bernabeu. If you're not fighting for the red card, then it must be a red card.
Yo, my guy.
Yo, bro. Hey.
How you doing, mate?
I'm good, bro. How was your holiday?
I ain't gonna lie, my holiday was lit, blood. I'm not sure if you're busy, yeah, but if you're not, blood, can I just chat to you for a bit, blood?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, 100%. It's good to catch up, man.
All right, cool. So I'm just chilling here now, yeah. And obviously, like, I watch you in it, and like, obviously, I'm proud of everything you're doing. You know what I'm saying, blood? And like, obviously, there was one brother, like, he looked like some B-Tech version of Boris Johnson, like, with an American accent, like. And
well, where is this going?
Todd Bowley, and yeah, I'm thinking you know him.
Yo, this guy is baiting me, man.
You don't roll around the same sort of parts, blood. Like, and he told me, yeah, that Chelsea was gonna win this game 3-0, blood. But that I opened Sky Sports today, and I saw, blood, him say that Chelsea are gonna win 3-0, fam. So I just want to know, like, is Real Madrid goal gonna get chalked off, and are you man gonna hit them for free?
Well, listen, he had a meeting with Perez, and apparently he gave him a gift. I don't know what was in the box. I don't know if he pulled that through Spanish security, but we might have something for Perez. Who knows?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No. You know what, man? I just thought. Yeah, I just wanted to know your thoughts on the Sky Sports interview that I watched earlier. Really,
yeah,
I never saw it come out of your mouth.
Yeah,
you know them way there.
Yeah.
And I also, and before I go, and I'd also like to know what you think of that cigarette merchant Frank Lampard. Are you happy that he's in charge? Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm happy. I think I'm taking the punishment of the season. You know, I've just accepted it now. It's over. You know. As long as he does, as long as it's not permanent, you know, not permanent marker. As long as I can rub it off, you know, rub it off the board, it's all good.
I'm not gonna lie, Matt. I don't think you are happy because I've spoken to you for quite a bit, yeah. And like the information you just gave me took hell of a long time for you to spew out because you were stuttering every 5 minutes, blood. Is that a new thing that Frank Lampard's brought into your voice box or something like that?
Yeah.
You're all moving like Kane, where you got to put something to your neck, like I don't want to be here anymore. Like what's going on, fam? You know what, Matisse? Don't worry about it. Me and you, we're gonna link up soon, blood. You know them way there, fam, my G. You get me? I know you're probably just chilling right now because there ain't nothing going on. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying, fam?
It's just vibes, bro.
It is what it is.
It's just vibes.
Yeah. Say no more, fam. Yeah. You get me? FIFA lessons soon come, yeah, my G.
Big up, brother.
I know. Gang business,
Big
fam.
up.
You already know, blood. Yeah.
This guy, bro, I swear. He was never gonna let me rest, was he? Today, I just wanted a nice vibe today. You know, no stress. Nobody really should be trolling me. This is just a little, you know, 10 men at the Santiago Bernabeu. The game plan's out the window. I don't know when they're gonna get their second, but I'm pretty sure now with 10 men that it will probably happen. And X is on me. He's on my case. He's ready. He's not playing. Damn. I think they're doing a hate along, aren't they? Him and KG. So, yeah. But yeah, like I said, we might have something for Perez, bro, because Todd Bowley gave him a box. Nobody knows what's in the box. Hey, who knows? I don't know what's going on. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on. Here's Cucurella on the left-hand side. I don't know what we're gonna do now with 10 men. Like in terms of tactics now, I wouldn't have a clue what to tell you guys tactically. Like when you go down to 10 men on a pitch this big away from home against this team, I don't know what you can do apart from a 4-4-1 and just pray. You know, 4-4-1 and pray. I'm sure there is like a way of, you know, the top managers dealing with a 10-men situation. You know, whether you're doing it with no possession or dominating possession if you can, if you're a City. But for us, 10 men on a pitch like this, I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think my prediction was 2-0 in my preview. And I'm not going to lie. If it ends like that, I couldn't have too many complaints considering they have a whole half an hour to go, man. It's going to be tough. Here we go. Look at the overload. Oh, Camavinga just wide. I think we need to take off Felix. Yeah, 100%. I agree with you guys. I think when you're down to 10 men, we haven't got any time for anybody who may not give us anything defensively. I think Felix needs to come off. Felix needs to come off and bring on maybe a midfielder. Maybe you need to bring on, I don't know. I don't even know, man. We're fucked. Who would you guys bring on? I agree with taking off Felix, but I don't know. Oh, he's taking... Oh, shit. Well, actually, step forward, Conor Gallagher, hey? Yeah, legs. legs. Trevor Chalobah's come on as well. I don't know what's going on. Has he taken off? Who's he taken off? He's taken off Felix and who else? Kai Havertz has come on. I don't know what's just happened. So he's taken off. What has he done? Kai's come on, Gallagher's come on, and Trevor's come on. Who's come off? Felix and who? I happened so quick. I didn't even get to see it. Sterling's come off, and who else? Has he taken cover off or something? Sterling. Because three man have come on. Wow, this is going to be interesting. So Cucurella is obviously going to go over to the left side now. Back five. So it's a 5-3-1, guys, okay? 5-3-1. Reece James right back. Cucurella left back. Back three. Trevor, Silva, and Fofana. Midfield three. Kante, Enzo, and Kovar. Up front, Kai Havertz. It's a 5-3-1, guys. 5-3-1. That's the formation. Sorry, no Gallagher. Gallagher didn't come on. So, yeah, Gallagher didn't come on. It's a 5-3-1. That is the formation. He's stuck with the same midfield. I thought I saw Gallagher coming on. I don't know what happened. Maybe I was tripping. Am I tripping? Maybe I'm so scarred. I'm hallucinating. Yo, man is so scarred. He's hallucinating Gallagher coming on. Jesus Christ, bro. It's just what I come to expect. Yo, I was confused. The PTSD kicked in quick. The PTSD kicked in quickly. Super Frankie Lampard. He knows exactly what we need. Fofana at the back. No one in attack. Chelsea going to win the Champions League. Guys, you should be belting that tune at the top of your lungs, man. This is our last away day in 18 months, guys. This is our last away day in 18 months. Belt that tune out to your heart's content because we can't sing any of these tunes next season. These European tunes that we can't sing them. We've got Super Frankie Lampard. He knows exactly what we need. Fofana at the back. No one in attack. Chelsea going to win the Champions League. Guys, you better enjoy it. You better sing that song. I'm telling you. I hope the away fans are belting that tune out because we ain't got much left. We ain't got much left. You can palm face all you want. I told you this was a vibe. Oh my God. Yeah. Chant away. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the day because you're not going to get another one. When is the next therapy session, brother? Them therapy sessions are expensive, you know. Them therapy sessions are expensive. I won't be having a therapy session about this. This ain't worth a therapy session. I'm telling you that. We'll see. I've got another idea that's not that that I want to chuck at you guys, but I'm just going to surprise you like I did last time. Do you know what I mean? I've got something fun that I want to do. This is crazy. Do you know if we get out of here 1-0, which is I'm not expecting it. I'm just hypothetical. If we were to get out of here 1-0, this would actually be a really I'd be praising this team like crazy at full time because 1-0 down with 10 men and you don't concede again, I'd be giving them all their flowers. Where's Zakaria? Yes, great shout. Get Zakaria on for cover. Let's get Zakaria on 100%. Let's do it. Couldn't agree more. I hope Frank makes that sub next. We need to get Zakaria on. If you're gonna play the 5-3-1, then let's get let's get a real defensive midfielder in there. And the thing is with Zakaria is on set pieces, he's gonna give a bit of extra height. If we can win a corner, little smash and grab, you never know, we might be able to get something from a set piece. But that's all we can really hope for. We've only got one player up front, so I think set piece, play for a set piece and get Zakaria on. That's what I would be doing. I don't want to see Enzo as the deepest midfielder anymore. He's not a holding midfielder. So if we can get Zakaria on, that'd be great. You're saying get Enzo off as well. Get Mudryk on. Mudryk won't come on, I don't think, now, because we've got one guy up front. I think he's going to stick to the 5-3-1, and I don't blame him, to be honest. The wing backs can push forward. That is actually one of the ways that you can handle it with 10 men, right? He's got a 3, he's got his base, he's got his 5, and then he's going to let the wing backs push up. They can contribute and make it a packed midfield if they want to as well. And then if they can get really far forward, then great. You might actually have a front 3 in attack. But yeah, I think that's as good as it's going to get. I wouldn't really move from a 5-3-1 right now. I think it's the best way to go. Yeah, I think with 10 men, I think that's the best way to go, to be honest. I think he's done a good job there. I think he's done a good job. Rudiger's coming on for Camavinga. Alaba will go left back now. Alaba will go left back. James, I need a good delivery, man. Oh, we need to be better on set pieces. Kante. Oh, God. Here is Vinicius. Well done, Cucurella. Well done, Cucurella. Well done, well done. Well done. Because if you got beat there, we'd be finished. Well done. He needs to keep his hair like that, because he can see everything. I think peripheral vision might be a myth because the locks are still on the sides, but it's as good as we're going to get because he's clearly not going to cut his hair, so we're going to have to just take it. The red card went for Chilwell. Yeah, Chilwell. Yes, my brother. I think you'll be getting exactly that double header on a Sunday. I think you'll get it. Yeah. I think I'm going to be on that. So, yeah. This is all right, It's all right. It's a bit too much time to go for my liking. If we could get the final whistle now, I'll be very content. I don't think I'll ever be happy losing a game, but I'll be content to just come out here 1-0 and just keep it moving. Got 10 men now, so can't really ask for anything else than what is currently the score. Ball in. Oh shit! Jeez, that was close. That was close. Oh shit. Oh shit. Asensio, 2-0. 2-0. Come off the bench. I told you he'd be on before Eden Hazard. I told you. Eden Hazard is not coming on. Asensio has come on and scored. Oh, shit. Fuck's sake, man. What a finish. What a finish. It's brilliant. Brilliant finish from Asensio. Keeps it down, controlled, bottom corner, through the bodies. 2-0, done. That's right on, bang on prediction, that one right there now. Oh, what a... Oh, Lord Jesus. Of course he's going to ring my phone.
Asensio! Hala Madrid! Hala Madrid! mud. Chelsea in the mud. Season's over. But you've got Super Frankie Lampard.
You know you, yeah. When me and you go to New York, I'm on the plane with you for 8 hours. You know.
I am. Listen.
I'm gonna be rubbing in any failures that you've had over the last 10 years without Ferguson. I'm gonna be talking to you about it on the plane. On the plane, I'm gonna speak to you in depth about everything from the submarine defeat against Villarreal, everything, the whole lot.
Thiago's off. Mason Mount's on. Gallagher's on.
The future Liverpool players are coming on. Grizz, are you watching? Your midfielders are coming on. Oh my God.
Bro, you man, I don't know what you guys are. I don't know what the game plan is. I don't know.
Do you know what? The 3-5-2 was working okay. Like to be 1-0 down is not a disgrace, but then the 10 after the 10 men, bro, I said it's wraps, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like the second will come.
What's Chilwell doing though? Because let me be honest with you though, like he's not an elite goal scorer, Rodrigo. It's not as if he's gonna dink it over the keeper.
Well, he might, you know.
I would have taken a chance there rather than just saying, you know what, I'm just gonna tug him down and risk the red card. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I think it was a bit daft there doing that.
Do you know what? Yeah, for me, Rodrigo scored against us last year. He after Modric put the ball through, he scored and he tapped it in. He also scored against City as well. He's a good finisher, bro. Trust me. He probably would have scored that. From there. Yeah, I mean, do you know what? I'm not really surprised by the red card because Chilwell's not fighting for it, so he knows it's a red card.
Yeah, he just went straight down the touchline.
I don't know, man. We could be 2-0 down with 11 men. Now we're 2-0 down with 10 men. I get your point. But, bruv, do you know what? I already knew we weren't coming through this tie, so I'm just here for vibes. I'm just here to vibe. That's what I said. That's what.
It's a vibe, man.
It's just a vibe,
brother.
I've
got a poll, yeah. I've got a poll going on in my chat. Rangnick or Lampard?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Has Rangnick got his UEFA license? His
UEFA license, man.
Has he got his UEFA Pro license?
Yes.
All right. He wins then if you're going off licenses. He wins off licenses. I can't believe he doesn't have his pro license. Do you know how mad it is to be managing at the Santiago Bernabeu with no pro license?
Bro,
it's actually mad.
Ashley Cole's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all rosy, man. Oh shit, Napoli got a red card. Who got a red card?
Is Victor Osimhen playing? Your brother. Your You better be watching out because Bayern Munich will come and take him because you ain't got no money.
Are we getting no money, man? What's
Yeah,
going on
all that Victor Osimhen prop that you've been doing. Watch when he goes to Bayern Munich.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's Anguissa. Second yellow.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Are we gonna have a Milan derby in the semi-finals? Wow.
Milan derby, man. Bloody hell, man.
That's rolling back the years. That is.
Real Madrid. Listen, you have one job again. Stop Man City. Stop Man City. Because Chelsea ain't gonna do nothing.
Ooh, do you think that's not a red? That's not a red card for Mason Mount, is it?
No. Ooh.
It's late, but it's not a red. It's not. Do you know why? Because it's not his studs. It's not his studs.
Yeah, it's not his studs.
If it was his studs, he's gone. But it's not his studs.
No, it's not. It's on the shin.
That's a great finish from Asensio, man.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Asensio got better shooting technique than all of our forwards, man.
Bro, look at the goal, though. What's your defending, though, here, man?
10 men in it. Stretch.
Oh, Kepa, man. What's Kepa's hands made out? What do you reckon? Let me know in the chat. What are Kepa's hands made out of? Because I want to know.
He's got butterfingers, bro.
Butterfingers, bro.
Woo! Hey, listen. Asensio's got a shot on him. Yo, sign him up. Sign him up, bro. Oh, my days.
Chelsea. You've only got a false stand in Chelsea.
Yo.
Can we talk about him? You know what? We're gonna wait for that on Friday.
What are you talking about? Bro, listen, don't run from the objective. The main objective on Friday is to cook Grizz Khan. If I find out Grizz's middle name, Grizz Khan, the ITK, Bellingham is done. That man must be cooked. And
he's actually done, you know.
Bro, he must be extensively cooked. All right? Thoroughly cooked.
I feel like paying for a sneak peek for the skullfuggery. I want to pay for a sneak peek, man. I want to know what he's mashing up, man.
I swear, I think Big Steve's in my chat. Oh fuck, he is.
Is he?
That's the last thing I need right now is Big Steve.
Big Steve, talk to him, man.
Oh, no. I don't need that.
I'm gonna leave Stevie to it.
No, I don't need that. I don't need that after what happened yesterday with Tommy T. I don't need that shit. Lord Jesus.
Oh my days. Well, listen, man, I'll let you to it, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy Super Chelsea.
Big, yeah, the super team, as they say. That's what it is, man.
Super team, man. This ain't no super team. I've never watched one game with a super team, man.
Bro,
Get out of here,
how do you think I feel?
Jesus. Love.
Big up, brother. Big up. Gremlins, you okay, lads? Yeah, Stevie, we're all right, man. We're all right. Just make sure you win that league now. I think you guys are going to get it. Hopefully get it done. Lauren is the better sibling. I don't know if that's a Top Boy reference or what's going on. Gallagher's on the pitch now. I think he's come on for Kante, is it? Yeah. My Lord Jesus. Talk about the game, Blood. Blood, what do you want me to say, Blood? There's nothing to say. The game's finished. There's nothing to say. It's 10 minutes to go. Changes are being made. Modric is coming off for Ceballos. Does it look like there's more to this? There's nothing more to this game. The game's finished. We're down to 10 men. The game is over. We're just here. We're just here to see the rest of the game. That's it. Once the game is finished, we move. Oh, you're talking about Reese's sister. Sorry, I thought he was talking about Top Boy. Yeah. Quality. She's quality. Game's finished. Here's Gallagher. We're just here to witness the... We're just here to witness. Witness, and that's it. It's finished. There's nothing more to say. There's nothing more to say. Chile cost you. I don't know. That's all hindsight. I think there's a decent chance Rodrigo could have scored. He's a good player. We'll never know. I guess we'll never know, as they say, hey? I guess we'll never know. Nah, you're asking for too much now. There will be no Joe Joyce fight from me. If that's UFC you're talking about, then obviously maybe Turkish will cover it, but I don't do any fights. Ain't got time for that. 8 minutes to go. Hopefully it doesn't become 3-0 because that's when it's tied over. I think the tie at 2-0 is not completely done, but it's almost done. I mean, I didn't give us a very high percentage before the tie. 2-0 down, I give us maybe I don't know, 1% chance, but 1% chance, 99% faith, you know? But if we go 3-0 down, then it's finished. It's completely finished. You know, if you lose 2-0 and you get the first goal and the crowd get up, you never know. Maybe something special can happen. But that's a long shot. I think we're pretty much goners now, unfortunately. Pretty much goners. We're gonna have no Chilwell for the second leg. Yeah, so we're pretty much goners now. Just here's Cucurella. Free kick, hopefully, yeah. Napoli imploding. Yeah, we haven't scored a goal in 4 matches, bro. Exactly. So Napoli 1-0 down and down to 10 men. Both away teams tonight, down to 10 men in the Champions League. It's a long day. It's a long day, man. Well, the vibes. There was some vibes in the first 10 minutes. Some vibes. But then the vibes is gone. I think maybe as the games go on, we might get vibes for longer periods of the match. Expected vibes hopefully will go up as the games go on. We'll see some progression in the vibes. It takes time to implement vibes, to be fair, unless you're Roy Hodgson. But it takes time to implement vibes. So hopefully we'll see more vibes in the coming games. But, you know, we didn't get any vibes against Wolves. Today we get 10 minutes of vibes. Maybe against Brighton, maybe 20 minutes of vibes, maybe even 25. And then if we can get a full 90-minute of vibes before the end of the season, then we would have completed the vibes philosophy. So we have plenty of games to go before we can complete this. So I'm not too worried. They call it XV. Expected vibes. Yeah. You're gonna cry. You shouldn't cry, bro. You shouldn't cry. You should have cried months ago. Don't cry now. Don't cry now, brother. You should have cried months ago. If you're crying now, you're late, bro. You should have been crying a long time ago, bro. Should have been after Southampton. After we lost to Southampton, that's when I had my cry. That's when I had my meltdown. That's when I accepted fate for the season. I have no more tears to shed. Why are we so bad? Well, in this instance, particularly because we're down to 10 men. But in general, that could take a long time to explain. But my therapy session is up if you need it. Seems like a lot of you do. The therapy session is up, guys. I put up a therapy video on Monday for Chelsea fans in particular. So if you need any therapy after this performance and this defeat, check out the video on Monday. You might feel better. A lot of the comments are very, very in good spirits after it. Lots of laughing emojis down there. So they definitely are happy with it. So if you haven't checked it out and you need therapy, that's definitely a place to go. And it's with Football Therapy with Yannick. So it's a perfect collaboration. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, Jesus. Looks like the rivals are not going to get what they want. They wanted Super Frankie Lampard to win the game so he could get the job on a permanent, but it doesn't look like he's going to win too many games on his return. The only thing I question is, what is this going to do for his CV? You come back to the club and it's going to be a lot of L's, and it's like, is that really what you needed for your managerial career? I don't know. It's a selfless act to come here and lose with us. I'm glad you enjoyed, bro. Juju man, living on vibes. I'll see you next year in the Champions League with Arsenal. Arsenal to win the league. Long day, Chelsea. Yeehaw. This guy is so fucking annoying. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. This guy. You definitely have a template with the super chats, that's for sure. You definitely don't stray from the template. Oh my God. A la Madrid. All you can eat Chelsea will be tomorrow. I think it will be live. I think you guys deserve it. So yeah. All you can eat Chelsea will be tomorrow. I think it will be about midday, but I'll schedule it, get it all up before the end of the night, and you'll see. We'll see what we're cooking with. So yeah. Chelsea, 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 Chelsea. Man said, are you doing Ramadan, brother? I've been doing Ramadan the whole year, bro. This Chelsea team don't make me eat, bro. I don't eat. I don't eat with this team, bro. They make me sick. Hey, listen. I'm full-time. I'm full-time, brother. The boys gave it all. We'll be back. I don't know when, but we'll be back. Can't say when, but we'll be back at some point. Hopefully in the near future. Hopefully the Champions League is well looked after while we're gone. Hope you guys take care of it for us. Yeah, next season. Whoever's from England representing in the Champions League next season, I hope you guys represent well. Don't represent too well, because I don't want any of you to actually win it. But don't make a mockery out of the competition by going out in the group stages or something. Keep those performances up, because the coefficient points, we need them. We need the coefficient points, guys. So whoever's in the Champions League next season from England, make sure you don't come and disrespect, because we need the coefficient points. Okay, so we can get 5 teams from England in the Champions League in 2025. So don't come on some foolishness. Arsenal, I'm looking at you. Don't come on some foolishness, right? No AFTV settings, 8-2 slapping, beatdowns, none of that. Actually come and do some respectful things for once, yeah? Man United, I'm looking at you. Don't come and get knocked out in the group stages and back in the don't do that. Yeah, don't go and finish third in your group. I'm looking at you two. Man City will hold it together, and Newcastle will be their first time. So, you know, but you two in particular, don't go in there and fuck around. Yeah, you got a lot of pressure on you because Chelsea have been holding it together for a lot of clubs. Quarterfinals most of the time, semis, won it. So don't go in there and disgrace yourselves. Yeah, of course I would say Arsenal. Of course. We all remember the game against Barcelona and the game against Bayern. Yeah, of course. So don't go in there and disrespect now. Spurs are not making it, so it's fine. They've been wasting everybody's time for too long. They've been making the Champions League for no reason. That's what I say. They've been qualifying for no reason. Qualify, don't play good football, don't do anything serious, waste of time. This season was a waste of time for Tottenham. Should never have even been in it in the first place. But yeah. There's still a second game. There is a second game. And I'm going to enjoy it because it's going to be the last. We'll be back. That's what Arsenal said in 2005. Yeah. And they did come back. See, they're back now. So we'll be back. I don't know when. I didn't specify a time period. I just said we'll be back. That could be tomorrow. That could be next year. Could be a year after that. If we're talking about Champions League, it will have to be minimum 2024-5 season, which is ridiculous. I will not be in the Champions League now until I am 28. Is that correct? Bloodfire. No, I'll be 27. Shit. Oh, it could have been 3-0. Benzema. Big chance for Benzema. Should have been 3-0. Should have been 3-0. Big opportunity. Big opportunity. He's missed a sitter there. He's missed a sitter. Ball came into the box, headed. Yeah, that's a big chance. That's a bad miss. That's the tie done if he scores that. I mean, it's done anyway, but you get what I mean. That's a terrible header. It's very unlike Benzema to miss that. Very unlike him. How did he miss? My season almost over. Who's going to be next coach? Hopefully, if it's going to be Enrique, then I'm cool with that. If it's going to be Nagelsmann, I'm cool with that. Just one of those two. If they're the front runners, then hurry up and get it done. Do you know what I mean? But I think my slight preference is Enrique. But I don't mind. I'm not like massively in one corner. I think both of them have pros and cons. So if it's Enrique, it's Enrique. If it's Nagelsmann, it's Nagelsmann. Just get me somebody competent. I've had a lot of incompetency now for a while. So I've had a lot of incompetence. So let's try and get some one of these guys in quickly. Yeah, Mount tried to do a madness. Unlucky. Big block from Rudiger. Oh, dearie me. Big block from Rudiger. Him and Courtois, both former Chelsea players. Turning back the clock. A minute and a half to go. Here's Vinicius. Ball in, headed away. 2-0. Let's get out 2-0, man. Let's go. It's not even that. It's not even disrespectful. It's just one of them scorelines you have to hold. Yeah. 2-0 with 10 men, I'll take it, man. It's not too disrespectful. Is where it is. We're not gonna go through, so just have to take that L. 30 seconds to go, guys. Basically done. Brother, you got to open up your ears. I've already confirmed this 5 times, brother. You're still asking me the same question. When will it end? I don't know. Yeah. Man United versus Sevilla, Watchalong, and then Sporting and Juve as well, same time. Full time, not a disgrace, but not actually going to get us anywhere, to be honest. We're not gonna go overturn that, I don't think, to be honest. It's not a disgrace, but it's not helpful. Let's put it like that. It's not a battering, but it's not helpful. It is what was predicted in the preview. There was a couple of comments at the back end of that saying, "Oh, too negative, blah 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 blah." But yeah, I'm not here to lie. So it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. I have nothing really more to say. I prefer not to speak, or I'm in big trouble. I think the review will come out quickly, and then we'll turn our attention to Brighton with All You Can Eat Chelsea tomorrow. We'll do a bit more reflection, and then we'll go to Brighton. So make sure you subscribe, smash up the likes, guys. Appreciate it. And yeah, that's it. Champions League is almost over for us, I think. So like I said, enjoy the last game at home next week, and then we move. We move 1 game a week, crew. Until next time, in a bit, people. Peace.
Perfect.